long day, man. We haven't done this all year. You know, we haven't played a game this late, but we're excited to play basketball. I know when tip-off comes that all the long waiting, everything we've forgotten, we'll be excited to play.
Coach Wright, when did you feel this collection of players becoming a basketball team this year?
I think we had a loss at Boston College, actually, where Curtis Sumter only played about 10 minutes in that game. But we had a 6-point lead with a minute 30 to go. We blew the lead, but I could see in the guys' eyes that they just expected to win that game. BC was undefeated at the time, and there was just no doubt in their minds that they went there to win that game. I said to our staff after, I said, you know what, this hurts, but these guys are going to be good.
From a basketball standpoint, Jay, what do you believe in?
Well, I believe that your team has to play hard every night, play together. They've got to play smart, but most of all, they've got to have pride in the name on the front of their jersey. They got to just got to understand who they're representing, the tradition that comes before them, and they've got to take pride in that every time they step on the floor.
2 last quick questions. You guys like to play fast. What kind of tempo do you want tonight against the Heels?
You know, I want our tempo, but our tempo isn't their tempo. We like to play fast, but not that fast. I mean, I think if you could say they like to play at 100 miles an hour, we like to play at about 75.
I'm always interested in what opposing coaches think about the Tar Heels, especially from out of the conference. When you look at Carolina and get into the Tar Heels a little bit, what kind of basketball team do you see?
You know, as a coach, I really respect the fact that they have very talented players, and you could choose to play any way, and that coach chooses to make them play defense, to make them play hard every possession. What he does offensively, I don't really care about. I really respect the fact that you see a group of guys that, just like we talked about earlier, they play unselfish, they play very hard, and they play every possession, and you can tell they take pride in representing Carolina.
It's about time to go. We'll let you get back with your team. Thanks for the visit, Coach.
Good talking to you, mate.
It's Jay Wright in his 4th year as the head coach of the Villanova Wildcats. There's more to come with Woody Durham and Coach Roy Williams pregame, so stay tuned for that. With the final score in the first game here in Syracuse, Wisconsin 65, NC State 56. Duke loses by 10 tonight to Michigan State. So far, a good night for the Big Ten Conference. And you're listening from Syracuse to the Progress Energy pregame show.
Fans, don't miss a second of Tar Heel basketball action and make Domino's part of your game plan. Call Domino's now and ask for a special just perfect for any tournament watching party. The 555 special offers you a medium one-topping pizza for only $5 when you order 3 or more pizzas. Call Domino's and ask for the 555 special now. Cheer on the Tar Heels through March and make that perfect game time decision by calling Domino's Pizza. Remember, Domino's is the preferred pizza of the Tar Heels.
The reasons for a home mortgage at Piedmont Federal are simple. We don't sell your mortgage, our interest rates are low, our closing costs are competitive, and our customer service is without parallel. So call Piedmont Federal. And now a word from our friends in legal.
Piedmont Federal does not answer to Wall Street analysts, shareholders, psychics, or anyone but you. Use of Piedmont Federal helps you, your neighbors, your community, even the family pet. Use of another mortgage company may cause nausea, dizziness, shortness of breath, irritation, and eczema. For instant relief, call Piedmont Federal at 770-1000. That number is 770-1000. It's your mortgage. Keep it here. PiedmontFederal.com. Whew.
Hey, Dave, are you playing softball tonight?
No, I gotta work late.
Can you give me directions to the field?
Yeah. Take a right out of our lot.
Okay.
Drive a half mile and go left at the FedEx Kinko's.
Okay.
Go to the top of the hill, you'll pass a FedEx Kinko's.
Pass the FedEx Kinko's?
Yeah, it's right across from a FedEx Kinko's. So you come to this big clearing with a bunch of FedEx Kinko's.
Okay.
Go straight till you see a giant ceramic foot. That's Foot World. Bang it right at the foot. Actually, the foot's gone. I think there's a FedEx Kinko's there now.
Okay.
And the field is on the left. Oh, if the lot's full, just park in the FedEx Kinko's across the street.
Great, thanks.
Yeah, by the way, if you pass a FedEx Kinko's, you've gone too far.
Got it.
All right.
With over 1,100 locations, it's practically everywhere. Introducing the new FedEx Kinko's Office and Print Center. Make it, print it, pack it, ship it. Our office is your office.
Whether the game's in town or on the road, always buckle up. It's the safest way to survive the drive. A message from the Carolina Tar Heels and the Governor's Highway Safety Program.
Guests on the Tar Heel Sports Network receive a free tin of Mascot Mints, the deliciously strong and refreshing peppermints that come in the decorative UNC decanter. And those are available at fine stores such as Wilco and Handy Hugo, as well as Quality Mart, Mascot Mints. Tar Heels will not be in the Smith Center again this season, of course, but you can win 2 tickets to every home game next year from Bojangles. Send in a receipt from any Bojangles in North Carolina, and you are eligible to win. You go to TarHeelBlue.com to find out more. It's from Bojangles, where you get Bojangles, famous chicken and biscuits, and all the fixings. There's more to come now with Woody Durham and Roy Williams. It's brought to you by Paul Lawing's National Gas Distributor. See how they can put the power in your hands by clicking on their website, gaspartners.com.
Coach, Carolina has its most victories during a season at this point since '98. Villanova has its most wins since '97. What impresses you when you've looked at the 24-7 Wildcats?
I will go back to the term I used a few moments ago, their toughness. Their perimeter play has just been sensational. And then I think the one thing, they've been in every single game. There's only been one game that they didn't have a chance to win inside the last minute. Jay's done a great job. They share the basketball. They know their strengths and weaknesses, so they're well coached and they accept that coaching. But if I had to pick one thing, it'd be the toughness of the kids wanting to compete and take that ball to the basket and try to make things happen.
Coach, don't you have to prepare most defenses from the inside out? And has it been different in preparing for this team?
You do a little bit of both, because I think we have to prepare it on the perimeter first to try not to let it get to the inside, and that's the challenge that we're facing tonight.
Well, their 4-guard rotation has just been outstanding. As a matter of fact, it gives them the bulk of their scoring, although their guards, except maybe for 1 or 2 players, have really not shot the ball that well. But, boy, you expect them to pick up the slack with Sumter being out.
Well, you do, and I've always felt, as you have also, Woody, that sometimes when you lose a player that first game, everybody elevates their play, and they really are good shooters. They didn't perhaps shoot it well against New Mexico, but they really are good shooters. Anytime you can have a couple of guys shooting over 35, 37% from three-point line and take a lot of them, then that's pretty good.
Do they use, with either Frazier or Sheridan, the 4 guards very much?
No, I think we will face it. I don't know how much, but I think we will face it at some point tonight.
What must the Tar Heels do to respond to what Villanova may try and do tonight?
Well, we've got to get the basketball inside. We've got to attack it from inside first, and we do that on the offensive end. There's no question. And we've got to get Sean and Marvin and Jawad some touches. We've got to get the ball into the lane area either by dribble or pass and make sure that that's a dominating factor, as well as trying to make sure we do a great job on the boards.
Well, Coach, the Carry Done's been pretty Carolina-friendly. Let's hope it continues.
Let's hope it does, Woody.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Bell South asks, what's your $125 cashback dream?
Well, I would love to play some golf.
While following the pros with your DirecTV service.
Absolutely. I might even like to play in a tournament and hit my first drive 400 yards right down the middle.
With your super fast high-speed internet, you can search for online golf lessons or call your local pro.
Sure, but maybe I should take my wife on a trip.
With your Bell South unlimited local and long-distance calling, you could make a reservation at a charming bed and breakfast.
Ah, yes, one nestled very close to the shores of the beautiful Pacific Ocean, right by Pebble Beach.
Good luck with that one. Call 877-ANSWERS today and find out how you can get up to $125 cash back, plus save month after month by bundling your services. It's a dream offer, and it's only from Bell South. Listening? Answering. Cashback redemption coupon for qualifying local service customers on new purchase of qualifying DirecTV, Fast Access DSL, and unlimited long-distance plans. Restrictions apply. Offer ends 4/30/05. DirecTV service is provided by DirecTV.
Sunrise. May as well be midday for this Federated Insurance marketing representative. His client is a successful business owner with questions and a narrow window for answers. Out on the job site, over a hot cup of coffee, Federated will prove once again that we keep the promises we make to the family businesses we serve. Federated Insurance, building our second 100 years of outworking the competition.
Your Federated agent in Burlington is Jamie McNeil, and in Skyland, see Bobby Wilson.
Woody Durham here for AutoBell. Your car is a prized asset and one you should clean frequently. AutoBell will clean your car inside and out, and their exclusive chamois process and cleansers are so safe you could wash your face with them. Protect your car from the winter elements at AutoBell, with locations in Greater Charlotte, Raleigh, the Triad, Hendersonville, and Lincoln.
People can tell when you AutoBell.
Yes, people can tell when you AutoBell. Worse yet, they can tell when you don't. Tar Heel fans are enjoying a great tasting snack with no carbs. Carolina Country Pork Skins are the choice of Carolina fans everywhere. Now you can enjoy them anytime. Just ask for them at most convenience stores. Carolina Country Pork Skins, the preferred pork skins of the Tar Heels.
It's a great time right now, this pregame time. Both teams are out in the layup line for the last time. They're getting the blood flowing, a lot of touching of skin and high-fiving and sort of getting bonded back together again as a team. The start of the game close enough where you can feel the tension beginning to mount. Keys to the game in 10 seconds after we pause for station ID on the Tar Heel Sports Network.
The Retro Pop Reunion with Joe Cortez. Sunday nights at 9 on Hits 94. WTHZ. Lexington, Greensboro, Winston-Salem, High Point, and Charlotte.
Keys to the game are brought to you by Toyota with Jared and Woody. This is Mick. Fellas, my key to the game tonight is going to be board scores. And no, I'm not talking about math and verbal, SAT and ACT. Rather, rebounds. The board work that both Carolina and Villanova will turn in tonight. Woody, the Wildcats brought a +5 rebound margin into the tournament, but they have pounded both New Mexico and Florida on the glass. Rebound margins of 12 and 10, respectively. The Tar Heels, a much improved rebounding team from a year ago. Got to control the glass tonight in order to control the game and advance to Sunday.
Well, Mick, Villanova is also one of the nation's best teams at taking care of the basketball. In fact, the Cats' average of 13 turnovers a game is in the nation's top 32. On the other hand, Carolina averages about 17 miscues per contest. But, Jared, the Tar Heels cut that average down to just 14 in Charlotte. So that's my key tonight. The Tar Heels need to value the basketball against the Wildcats' attacking defense.
When I know Coach Williams, he's going to challenge the guys to guard the basketball. Villanova tonight is going to be starting 4 guards. They're going to try and take advantage of any defensive lapses, play one-on-one, and Carolina's post players and their perimeter players need to take responsibility for guarding their own man and not rely on anybody else to help them.
Keys to the game brought to you by your Toyota Think Big Truck event. Check out the redesigned Tacoma, the Motor Trend 05 Truck of the Year, and visit your local Toyota dealer this weekend. We'll have the starting lineups and then the opening tip-off next.
This year, you'll have an annual checkup. Even your car will get a checkup. What about your finances? Today at Wachovia, you can get a free financial checkup. A licensed financial specialist can show you ways to reduce fees, lower payments, and even save for college, retirement, and life's other major expenses. Come in for your free financial checkup at any Wachovia Financial Center. Wachovia Bank N.A. Member FDIC.
In the world of college sports, you need a lot of energy for each and every game.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Even the people operating the concession stands need energy. You know the Tar Heels will bring a lot of energy and excitement to their games. And you also know you can depend on your Touchstone Energy Cooperatives to deliver reliable energy to communities all across North Carolina.
Lots of Toyota models, hundreds of choices, thousands of amazing values. Toyota's nationwide spring sales event is on now. Check out the Tundra Double Cab with more standard horsepower, towing ability, and payload capacity than the Ford F-150. With available cash back and the XSP Sport Package discount, get $4,000 in total savings. For details, see your local Toyota dealer. Call 1-800-79-TOYOTA or visit buyatoyota.com. Toyota's nationwide spring sales event. Now that's moving you forward.
FedEx is a proud sponsor of Tar Heel basketball. The ultimate air and ground game in North Carolina belongs to FedEx.
Starting lineups introduced here in the arena and on the Tar Heel Sports Network. With that and with the play-by-play call of the Villanova-Carolina game, here's the voice of the Tar Heels, Woody Durham.
13th time that these two institutions have met to play basketball against each other, dating all the way back to the Dixie Classic in December of 1955 for the first meeting. Starting lineups for this NCAA regional semifinal game, presented by Geico, where one 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on your car insurance. The NCAA prefers alternating lineups, but we'll give them to you straight. First, for the 19th ranked Wildcats of head coach Jay Wright, 24-7 on the year. Starting up front will be the only big guy in the lineup tonight, Will Sheridan. He's a 6'8 sophomore from Bear, Delaware. The 4 guards are Randy Foy, a 6'3 junior from Newark, New Jersey. Third team, all Big East selection. Alan Ray, a 6'2 senior from the Bronx, New York, and a high school teammate of NC State's Julius Hodge. The Wolfpack going down to defeat tonight against the Wisconsin Badgers 65-56. That would be Alan Ray, as I mentioned, the 6'2 junior from the Bronx, New York. One of the other guards, and he'll man the point, Mike Nardi. He's a 6'1 sophomore from Linden, New Jersey. And the other starter tonight, as Jay Wright goes with that one big fellow, Will Sheridan, and the 4 guards, Kyle Lowry, a 6-foot freshman from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, celebrating his 19th birthday today. Now for Roy Williams, second-ranked Tar Heels, 29-4 on the year. At the power forward, Jawad Williams, 6'9", senior, Cleveland, Ohio, a third-team All-ACC selection. In the middle, Sean May, 6'9", junior, Bloomington, Indiana. He's a first-team All-ACC selection, and just this week named to more second-team All-America squads, as well as a first-team position on the Adolph Rupp All-America squad. The small forward will be Rashad McCants. He's a 6'4 junior from Asheville, North Carolina, a third-team All-ACC selection. At the big guard, Jack Emanuel, 6'5 senior, West Palm Beach, Florida, chosen to the All-ACC defensive team. Jackie hoping to celebrate early, his 22nd birthday coming up on Tuesday. And the point guard, a first-team All-ACC choice, 6'1 junior, Atlanta, South Carolina. That, of course, would be Raymond Felton. So those are the starting lineups. And now for our all-school uniform report. The Tar Heels as the higher-seeded team, the top seed in the Syracuse Regional. Carolina will again be wearing its white uniforms tonight with the Carolina blue trim. Meanwhile, Villanova is going to be in royal blue, trimmed in white. The all-school uniform report brought to you by All-School Facility Services, first in textile services worldwide. Check the web at allsco.com. Met Carolina with an 8-4 series lead on the previous 12 meetings between the Wildcats and the Tar Heels, but Villanova has won the last 2. You were there in Maui in '95 when Villanova beat Carolina for the championship in that event. And of course in '96 in Philadelphia, Villanova pounded out a 76-56 victory.
Probably doesn't mean anything, but 2 of the last 3 NCAA tournament meetings between these 2 clubs, the winner has gone on to win the national championship.
Referees tonight, the referee is David Hall. The umpires are Tom O'Neill and Jerry Pollard. Well, everybody shakes hands around the center jump circle here at the Carrier Dome. A crowd in excess of 30,000, and it is definitely a Villanova crowd. The Big East fans following the Wildcats of Villanova. Stepping into the center jump circle, Sheridan for Villanova, Jawad Williams for Carolina. Tom O'Neill, the referee, steps in. Ball will be in the air, and it is, and the tap is control. Carolina off to May, to Manuel coming right side. Manuel picks up his dribble, goes up top to Jawad Williams, off to Raymond Felton. Felton out front, moving left on the left-handed dribble, the crossover. Now gets it to Manuel on the right side. Manuel works down the right side, goes to the baseline, can't get through against Nardi, gives it high post to May. May turning in the lane, out to Felton, the 3 on its way, no good. Long rebound taken down by Ellen Ray for Villanova. He comes front court. Ray with the outside jump shot, no good. Rebound bouncing off of both Manuel and Felton tried to get it as the ball got knocked away by Lowry, but Jerry Pollard says Felton touched the ball last, and so it's going to be Villanova ball out of bounds. First 33 seconds here in the Carrier Dome. No score in the ball game as yet. Villanova did not play in the Carrier Dome this year in the Big East schedule. Syracuse came to Philadelphia. Across the timeline now comes Nardi, works left side. The double team is there. Wants to hand the ball off. Now gives it down the left sideline in front of the Tar Heel bench to Foy. Foy trying to dribble inside, takes the outside shot, good for 3. Randy Foy, 35% of his shots are three-pointers, and he makes it they're giving him a 2 now, not a 3. So it's 2-0 Villanova. Scoop shot by Manuel, no good. Rebounded Sheridan, and there's a jump ball. Manuel on the tie-up against Sheridan. So the alternating possession era will give it to Villanova. 18:57 left to play first half. Villanova out to an early 2-point lead. Foy, who can handle either guard spot with the bucket. He normally guards the opponent's top perimeter threat, but he will be an inside rebounder for the tough rebounding Wildcats. Bounce pass out front to Foy from Nardi. Now Nardi jump shot over the top of Jawad Williams. Good. That is a 3. Randy Foy is the guy who drills it, so he's got all 5 of the points for Villanova, and it's 5-0. Here on the drive into the lane, McCants whistles sound, and there's a foul against the Wildcats. And I believe it's going to be whistled on Mike Nardi. That is his first. Mike Nardi, born just 3 months prior to Villanova's Cinderella march to the title in Lexington, Kentucky back in 1985. That big upset win over Georgetown. Carolina controls. McCants on the left side. McCants trying to get into the lane. Whistle, foul. And I believe it is on Kyle Lowry, the freshman. Former Pennsylvania Player of the Year, trying to guard McCants.
These big city guards have done a good job so far keeping the height factor that the Tar Heels enjoy from being a factor. More about it in a second.
Second team foul to be whistled against the Wildcats. Felton inbounding baseline left to May. Right back it comes to Felton. Now Felton gets out front, dribbles around Sheridan, gets it inside to Sean May for the dunk. Well, apparently the Wildcats down inside with a shorter lineup lost Sean May, and it's now a 5-2 Villanova lead. Very deliberate dribble. Nardi will get it across the timeline just to the right of the center jump circle. Felton picks him up. Now Nardi goes to the left, whips a pass over to Foy. Foy trying to dribble around the double team. Got it to Nardi. Nardi on the drive, and the basket is no good, but the ball got slapped out of bounds, and Manuel touched the basketball while standing out of bounds, so it'll belong to Villanova. And Roy Williams is already up, Mick, off the Carolina bench, yelling at his defense.
Really an agile block shot there by Jackie Manuel. Timed his jump just perfectly and blocked the layup attempt.
Nardi to inbound the basketball for Villanova. Baseline left. Got it out in midcourt area. Long outside shot, no good. May with a rebound. The outlet to Manuel. Manuel will give it right side to McCants. McCants trying to get in the lane. Puts up the shot. No basket. Whistle, foul, Villanova. Jerry Pollard with a call, and I believe it is on Randy Foy. And Carolina's got to get the ball out of bounds at the baseline. Foul on Foy is his first. That is the third team foul against Villanova. Felton inbounds the ball, left wing to Manuel. Now to Jawad Williams, well out against Foy. Jawad protecting the basketball, gets it to Felton. Nardi is on him. Now the drop pass down to May. Left of the lane, drives on Sheridan, puts up the shot, scores, and is fouled by Sheridan. Jay Wright is up telling Tom O'Neill, come on, come on.
He's got to get some size into the game right now. He's got 4 players on the floor, 6'3" or shorter, and the Tar Heels are going to be able to play right over the tops of their heads.
And here comes Jason Frazier, the 6'10" junior from Amityville, New York, as the freshman Kyle Lowry sits down for Villanova. Fourth team foul against the Wildcats. May at the line has Carolina's 2 baskets thus far and a chance to tie the score at 5. And he does. So he converts on the three-point play. He's a 76% free throw shooter, 9th best in the ACC. Felton waiting on Nardi at the timeline. Nardi right through the center jump circle here at the home playing floor of the Syracuse Big Orange. Now it goes sideline. Here's the jump shot from the left corner. Good for 3 by Allen Ray. No, now they're saying 2. Here's Felton on the drive at the other end, puts it up, it can't go, and the rebound is taken down by Frazier. He clears it away to Foy. Foy front court left side now for the royal blue-clad Wildcats of Villanova. Back out front it comes to Nardi. 7-5, Villanova with the lead in the first 3 minutes and 15 seconds of play. Now to Foy on the right wing against Felton. The jump shot over Felton is no good. That ball went in, rimmed out, fell out on the right side, picked up by Felton. Felton follows May to the front court, right behind him, working right left of the lane. Gets it away now to Williams. He tried to bounce it to May, and Carolina turns the ball over. Marvin Williams is in for Carolina, and Jawad Williams will sit down. Marvin, ACC Rookie of the Year, 6th Tar Heel to be so honored. 16:29 left to play. First half here at the Carrier Dome. The winner faces Wisconsin on Sunday for the right to go on to St. Louis. Now Nardi down the left sideline to the wing. Gets it to Foy. Foy cross court right in front of the Carolina bench to the corner. The jump shot good. And that was a 3. So Randy Foy makes it a 10-5 Villanova lead. Manuel right side. Hands it off on the drop pass to McCants. Long outside shot, no good. Long rebound, Sheridan's got it. Gets it to Foy, and Foy will slow down. He gets it to Nardi, still in the backcourt. Nardi now just across the timeline. Felton comes out to pick him up. The bounce pass coming now to Foy. The jump shot over the top of Manuel, good. 13-5. Villanova fans loving it. In the south end zone. Felton, top of the key. The bounce pass to Marvin Williams. Quickly on him is Foy. Loops it down low to May. May drops it back to Williams. Williams up for the shot, gets fouled. Carolina attacking the basket. Drawing yet another foul. And I believe it was called on Foy. If so, that will be a second. But right now, we've got a timeout on the floor here at the Carrier Dome. Villanova out to an early lead over the nation's second-ranked team at 13-5. And this is Tar Heel basketball from Learfield Sports.
FedEx is a proud sponsor of Tar Heel basketball. The ultimate air and ground game in North Carolina belongs to FedEx.
Evaluate offense with a variety of questions. Who's shooting? From where? With what defensive pressure? With what board coverage? Where has the ball gone previously? Villanova's hitting some shots, but there have been some tough shots, and they're shooting from well out. They're 3 of 6 from 3, 5 of 9 overall. Tar Heels shooting 2 of 6, 0 of 2 from three-point range. Tar Heels are trying to get the ball inside, and that will pay some benefits if Carolina will continue to do that. It's just that they got a hot Villanova club on their hands right now. So it's 13-5 Villanova, 15-21 until halftime.
Nick, we were checking the scoring situation here on the official stat monitor during the timeout. And it appears now that Randy Foy has been credited with 3 3-pointers on the 4 shots that he's made. So he's got 11 of the 13 points. The other bucket belongs to Allen Ray. Meanwhile, Marvin Williams will be at the line on the 5th team foul charged to Villanova.
Kick me if I call them Wisconsin again. Villanova does not have great depth. They especially with Sumter out, they really got 6 guys left that play double-digit or more minutes a game. So foul troubles will be key.
2 shots coming for Marvin Williams, the league's 4th best free throw shooter. He gets his first one. He'll have another one coming. He ranks 38th in the country at the charity stripe. 13-6. Rookie out of Bremerton, Washington, gets that one down as well. So it's 13-7.
Press.
Carolina's going to put some pressure on in the backcourt. Foy inbounding the ball to Nardi. Here comes the double team. Noel is in there. Nardi dribbles around the double team. Gets the ball off. The shot taken by Ray. No good. Carolina with a rebound. Here come the Tar Heels on the run. Felton across the timeline to McCants. Nardi gets on him quickly on the perimeter. Felton down low to May. May backs in. Jump hook good. 13-9. May with 7 of Carolina's 9 points, while Foy has 11 of the 13 that the Wildcats have scored. 14:50 left to play first half. Nardi comes right side this time. Starts to take Felton to the left and does. Working toward the left sideline on the slide dribble. Here's the jump shot. No good. Rebounded by Felton. Felton flying through the air left side. Now pushes the ball right down the middle of the floor. Nearly lost it. Looped it over in the corner. Now to Marvin Williams. Jump shot for 3. No good. Long rebound. Williams recovers. Tried to hand it off to Noel. Throws it just out of his reach. It's another Carolina turnover. That'll be Carolina's 3rd miscue here in the first 5.5 minutes of play. Allen Ray has gone out of the lineup now, and Kyle Lowry has come back in for Villanova. So Frazier and Sheridan remain the 2 big guys. Villanova sticking with the 3 guards now. Nardi works down the right sideline, tried to get the ball down inside, knocked away May, scooped up Nardi, got it to Foy. Lowry over on the left side. Now here's Foy trying to get into the lane, gets it away to Lowry. His jump shot no good, rimmed out, rebounded by Frazier. Frazier gets the shot up, scores, and gets fouled by Carolina.
Carolina's first foul of the game. Team fouls are now Villanova 5, UNC 1.
That foul is on Marvin Williams, and it will put Frazier at the line. This young man only 14 minutes in the first round game against New Mexico. 2 points, 4 rebounds, but 30 minutes in relief of the injured Curtis Sumter against Florida last Sunday. 21 points, 15 rebounds. He misses the free throw. Ball swatted away. Foy goes to get it. Got it to Nardi. So Frazier does not convert the 3-point play, but Villanova gets the ball back. 15-9. Ball knocked away. Felton. Whistle. And I believe there may have been another foul whistled on Marvin Williams. There was, and that's number 2 on Williams here in the first 6 minutes and 15 seconds of play. So Sean May is out of the Carolina lineup, and Jawad Williams has come in to replace him. Marvin Williams telling the Carolina bench that was his second personal foul as the coaches are charting it. Here, driving down the lane. Fingertip roll is good by Kyle Lowry, the 19-year-old freshman. 17-9. Outside shot, Felton. No good for three. Rebounded Frazier for Villanova. Off it goes to Foy. Foy down the left side now against Felton. Will try to come back out to the middle of the floor. Now hits Nardi out in the midcourt area. Jay Wright a step or two outside the coach's box with the offensive signal to his Wildcats at the other end of the floor. Bounce pass going to Lowry against McCants. Here's Lowry trying to drive. Got into the lane. Puts up the shot. Good. Got in between McCants and Noel. Lowry back-to-back buckets. And it's 19-9. Villanova with a double-digit lead over the nation's number 2 team. Felton to Jawad. Down inside to Noel. Lost. Scooped up. Marvin Williams blocked Frazier. Villanova away with it. Nardi pushes it to Lowry. The drive, lost it. Marvin recovers. Got it to Noel. Noel, middle of the floor. Off to McCants. The pull-up three. No good. Rebounded. Taken down by Foy, and we got a whistle. Ball out of bounds. I believe that it's going to belong to Carolina. 12:34. Clock stop. McCants is to the bench as Melvin Scott has come in to replace him, the Baltimore senior.
Villanova guard slashing to the basket effectively. That's Carolina's biggest problem right now on defense.
Felton will inbound baseline right. McCants appears to be really winded on the Carolina bench.
He landed funny after that jump shot, Woody. I think he might have hurt something.
And Felton started to inbound the basketball, and Tom O'Neill spots a foul. And I believe it is on Allen Ray. If so, that would be his first, and it is. That is also the 6th team foul against Villanova. Nardi is coming back in. He'd been out only briefly, and Foy will sit down for Villanova. Again, Felton will try to inbound baseline left. Jerry Pollard, one of the umpires, has to come in and say something to the Villanova defense about holding Noel in the lane. Noel circles out. They lob it to him on the right wing. Sheridan was there. Noel gets it to May. May driving in, fakes up for the shot, but he traveled with it. Traveled on faking Frazier to go up for the layup. It remains 19-9 Villanova. 12.5 minutes left to play, first half. Wisconsin has already put away NC State tonight, 65-56. Duke got beat out in Austin. So the Tar Heels are trying to keep ACC hopes alive here in the regional semifinal in Syracuse. Nardi. Felton closing in on him. Well, 5 seconds, closely guarded. I don't know how Nardi can argue that because he never lost Felton after he put the ball to the floor. If you're holding it and then you put it to the floor, a new count starts. But Felton was with him for every bounce of the ball. Jawad Williams will inbound the basketball at the midcourt line, gets it into Felton. Tar Heels are down 10. Felton works to the right wing. Nardi playing off of him. Whistle and a foul down inside on Carolina.
Sean May holding off.
Yep, David Hall called a hooking foul on him. The foul on May is his first third-team foul against Carolina.
Villanova's getting its tempo. They're being very deliberate, taking 5, 6, 7 seconds to cross the dividing line, trying to slow the game down.
Nardi, bounce pass now going to Lowry. Lowry trying to get in the lane, pull up jump shot, 13, good. Kyle Lowry with 6, 21-9. Villanova by 12. Tar Heels, Felton, Williams, now Noel. They lob it inside to May. Catch, block on Villanova.
Good call. Villanova's paying a heavy penalty foul-wise for the aggressiveness they've displayed. That'll be the 7th foul on the Cats. 3 team fouls on UNC.
That's the second on Lowry, so Foy and Lowry both have 2 each for Villanova as we get a timeout on the floor. 11:39 to play here in the first half at the Carrier Dome in Syracuse, New York. And don't forget, you can sign up now for the Tar Heel Connection and get breaking news on your wireless phone straight from the Tar Heels. Check it out, vtex.com. Only available from Verizon Wireless, the official wireless provider of UNC Athletics. 21-9, Villanova. And you're listening to Carolina Basketball.
Boston Market Catering is offering you a chance to win a Roy Williams autographed basketball. Click on the Boston Market Office Challenge button at TarHeelBlue.com, and you might be the lucky winner. Enter now and win compliments of Boston Market Catering.
Kind of a mixed bag early on here. The Wildcats do have 7 fouls to 3 for the Tar Heels, but Lowry's the only cat with 2. And 5 Villanova players have 1 personal foul. Marvin Williams has 2 of Carolina's 3 personal fouls. The Wildcats playing very well. They appear fluid, relaxed, and of course their team is guard driven. And so it should be hard to press them and hard to turn them over. Shooting, Carolina 3 of 11, a very small 27%. Cats 9 of 16, 56%.
Carolina coming back with Scott, Felton, Noel, Jawad, and May. Villanova back with Nardi, Frazier, Sheridan, Foy, and Ray. Sean May will be at the line for Carolina. Wildcats have got the Tar Heels down 12 here in the first 8.5 minutes of play. Free throw by May is good. He'll have another shot coming. He already has 8 of Carolina's 10 points, the only other points for the Tar Heels thus far here in the first 8.5 minutes. 2 free throws by Marvin Williams. May misses that one, and the rebound is taken down by Frazier for Villanova. He'll get it to Nardi. Felton backing up as Nardi crosses the timeline, now heads right side. Nardi works to the wing, picks up his dribble. The bounce pass coming out to Foy. Noel nearly knocked it away. Foy hands it off to Nardi. Nardi curling back out to the midcourt area. Backing up timeline, changing the offensive set. Got the ball to Foy. Noel is right there. Foy with him on the left side, drives down to the baseline, comes back up the sideline, now gets open for the jump shot, lost Noel, missed the jump shot, Felton with a rebound. Here come the Tar Heels on the run. Felton middle of the floor, drives down the lane, up off the glass, wouldn't go. Tap back outside, Felton recovers, puts up a shot, no good. May with the stick back and scored. That's the most aggressive play that the Tar Heels have had off the offensive glass in the first half.
Took it right away from Sheridan.
21-12, 10:45 to play, first half. And we got a 30-second timeout called by 43-year-old Jay Wright, the 4th-year head coach of the Villanova Wildcats. And so both teams are going to huddle quickly around their head coaches. Gives us a chance to tell you once again that this is the 13th meeting between these two teams. Carolina's got an 8-4 series lead. And as far as NCAA play is concerned, Roy Williams has this team, his 10th team in the Sweet 16 in 16 years. And, of course, Roy Williams' teams won Sweet 16 matchups in both 2002-2003.
Couple quick observations here. One is Raymond Felton and Sean May are both playing at high levels. They got the energy. They're bringing the fight tonight. They need some help, though. They'll need some help from Jawad Williams and the other players. David Noel has come in and given the Tar Heels a big lift defensively. He's been aggressive. I've held my breath. It looks like he's come very close to committing some fouls in the open court, but he's using his size and strength to guard smaller players, and so far he's staying with the Villanova backcourt and helping to create some pressure. 21-12 the score. Nova's got the lead, 10:42 until halftime. And Woody, Hank Nichols, the National Supervisor of Basketball Officials, will be our live halftime guest.
55 games have been played in this 2005 NCAA tournament. There are 9 more to go, including this one. Carolina coming back with Manuel back in the lineup as Noel gets a breather on the bench. He'll be joined on the floor by Felton, Scott, Jawad, and May. Villanova has not yet broken the huddle. At first, it looked like it was going to be just a 30-second timeout, but it got turned into a full here at the 10:42 mark. Every Monday night, hope you'll join Coach Roy Williams and me from 7 to 8 o'clock for Roy Williams Live. It's at Spice Street Restaurant in Chapel Hills University Mall. And if you're in the live audience, you can play our win-loser-tie game for a handsome necktie from Julian's in Chapel Hill, the clothiers of choice for Tar Heel royalty since 1942.
Melvin Scott looking around the arena while he has a moment, almost like he's trying to record this scene in his mind. He's got a tough assignment defensively with Alan Ray, the sharpshooting junior guard from the Bronx. Ray has been ice cold in this tournament, but you worry about him like a slot machine that hadn't paid off in a while. Alan Ray is due.
Frazier and Sheridan in the lineup along with Alan Ray. Also Randy Foy and Mike Nardi for Villanova. And it'll be Foy who'll get the ball front court this time. Nardi comes down to set up at the high post. Now Foy brings it right side, bounces it to Ray, gets it right back. Now it goes cross court to Nardi on the left side. Carolina in the point zone. Here's Foy out of the right corner. No good. Rebounded by Scott on the weak side. Got it to Felton. Felton quickly front court along Manuel to the right side. Back to Felton. Jump pass over to Jawad Williams. Williams trying to get inside. Gives it up to Scott. Scott trying to find an opening. He does. The shot good for three.
Big one.
21-15. Melvin Scott. All but 40 of his shots this year have been three-pointers for Carolina. Three-point attempts.
Woody, he shot the ball very well here at Carolina's practice yesterday. We noted that.
Nardi works down the right side, left sideline, drops it off to Foy. Now gives it to Ray. Back it goes to Nardi. Nardi buries a three from the deep right corner. Mike Nardi. Well, now they're saying two. Everyone looks like a three to me, and then they're flashing me two field goal signs. Sean May misses a shot right over the top of the basket, and it goes out of bounds, and it'll belong to Villanova. Marvin Williams and Rashad McCants are back for Carolina. And also, Cal Lowry is coming back for Villanova.
Wasn't that a great coaching decision by Coach Williams to put a zone up after Villanova calls a timeout, and then it's like war and peace over in their huddle. They talk for a minute and a half about what to do, and then Carolina changes defense.
We got some early indications a moment ago that some of the shots were two, and then first time outbreak we got two. They were recorded as threes. We got a whistle, and the second personal has been whistled on Sean May. May and Williams, that's Marvin, both have two fouls apiece. Carolina with 4 team fouls, and Villanova's going to get the ball out of bounds, baseline left. Nardi will inbound it, looking. Carolina got him covered up. He'll throw it deep in the backcourt. Foy goes to get it. Manuel was there. Now Manuel backs off. Foy gets it across the timeline. McCants trying to stay with Lowry. Carolina man-to-man. Now Foy moving to the left side on the wing. The drive, baseline, whistle, and a block has been called on Manuel.
Well, that was Jared Hass's key to the game, and unfortunately it's been a factor in the game. The Wildcat guards, terrific penetrators, and sometimes they'll penetrate to score, sometimes to get on the line.
15th foul, they bounce it to Foy, right baseline, he turns, shoots over the double team, can't score, whistle, foul, and it's on McCants. McCants whistle for his first, and that's the 6th team foul now against Villanova, but Foy will go to the line, fouled in the act of shooting. The 2 shots coming for Randy Foy, the junior from Newark, New Jersey, a 76% free throw shooter on the year, which is top 10 in the Big East, but he misses his first one.
They're a good free throw shooting team. Villanova is about 74% as a club.
He hasn't missed much tonight. He already has 11 points. Got a lot of early points for Villanova when he knocked down three-pointers out of his first 4 shots. This one goes in for him. He's got 12 points. And back into the game for Villanova comes Allen Ray as Randy Foy sits down. Marvin's back in for Carolina. He inbounds to Felton. Scott and Jawad are out. Felton left side, goes by the pick set by Williams, top of the key. Now Felton trying to drive, shoots a floater, no good. May with the rebound, stick back, score.
Tough shot. That was against the Villanova zone.
Sean May with 12, 24-17. The Villanova lead is 7. 8:35 to play first half. Lowry gets it across the timeline now for the Wildcats. Ray coming out right side. It goes to Nardi on the left wing against Manuel. Now he pushes it right back to Ray. Ray tries to get left of the circle. Now to Lowry. Quick look away to Frazier. Blocked from behind by Manuel. Picked out of the air by May. Off it goes to Felton. Felton coming front court. Picks up his dribble. Gives it to Manuel. Manuel tries to move inside. Offensive foul on Manuel. As he knocks Nardi down. That is Manuel's second. So Marvin Williams, Sean May, Jackie Manuel, all with 2 fouls each.
That evens up the team fouls at 7 each. That was player control, so no free throw shot.
Nardi walks it right through the center jump circle for Villanova. Now works left side. Drops it off to Lowry. Lowry with a bounce pass to Ray. Long outside 3. Good. Allen Ray three. 52% of his shots are threes. He's fourth best in the Big East from beyond the arc. 27-17, back to a 10-point Villanova lead. McCants open left side. No good. Rimmed out. Rebounded. Lowry for Villanova. Most cases, the Tar Heels have only been getting one shot. Handed off to Nardi in the midcourt area. Nardi against Felton now, trying to move left. McCants is there. He hands the ball off. The double team along the side. Whistle and a timeout called by Villanova. So Villanova stops the clock with 7:19 remaining to be played in the first half. And the Wildcats are up by 10 at 27-17. And Melvin Scott has our first Bell South long-distance three-pointer of the night. Bell South, everything you need to do business better.
Villanova has played a beautiful game so far. I mean, they're up 10 points, and the Tar Heels have got the foul situation now all of a sudden, which was in favor of Carolina. Now, as Woody said a moment ago, some of the Tar Heel key players, including May and Marvin Williams, have 2 fouls and won't want to pick up that third before the second half starts.
Well, for Carolina, Sean May is 5 of 6. The rest of the Tar Heels are 1 of 13.
And Carolina's 1 of 7 from three-point range. The shots have looked good, and you've got good shooters taking them. But all year long, Carolina's been able to answer opponent buckets with key ones of their own, and they haven't fallen yet tonight.
Villanova will inbound the basketball. Villanova's already used up a couple of timeouts here in the first half. Now Sheridan, top of the key, hands it off to Foy, moving left side. Foy trying to get in the lane. Out front to Ray. Ray with another three, no good. May with the rebound. Underhands it ahead to Felton. Felton with the angle dribble across the top of the key. McCants back to Felton. Felton gets inside, tried to put up the shot, got fouled by Frazier. Jason Frazier with his first personal foul, and that'll be the 8th team foul, and put Felton at the line. And with that, we're going to get an official timeout. 7 minutes exactly left to play first half here at the Carey Dome in Syracuse. Villanova 27, Carolina 17. This Tar Heel basketball from Learfield Sports.
Vans Harris Teeter has everything you need for tournament time. Stop in your local Harris Teeter, use your Vic card for great savings on groceries, and cheer on your favorite team. Using your Harris Teeter Vic card when you plan a get-together for the big game is as easy as a layup. Harris Teeter is where Tar Heel fans shop for groceries.
I'll give you the bad news first. In the chess game of this game, Villanova's up a rook. They've got a 10-point lead. They forced Carolina to change defenses. The Tar Heels have played, I guess, about a half a dozen possessions of the point zone. Turnovers are Carolina 6, Villanova 2. The Wildcats aren't afraid anymore. I mean, if they even were, if there was any intimidation factor, that has melted away. So the Tar Heels, additionally, the Tar Heels have 2 important players with 2 fouls, Sean May and Marvin Williams. And that's where Carolina's advantage lies, in trying to make Villanova pay for the 4 guards. Now, what's the good news for the Tar Heels? Carolina overall is better than Villanova, and a lot of basketball remains. And Sean May will be, or Raymond Felton, I should say, will be at the free throw line.
Raymond Felton, 0 for 6 from the field thus far in the first half. 15th best free throw shooter in the league at 69%. Number 1 in three-point shooting at 48%. First free throw is no good.
It looked like he shot that one kind of quickly. Go see if he'll go through his routine here and take his time.
Next one is no good. He missed them both. It remains 27-17. 6:55 left to play. First half here in Syracuse. Foy walks it across the timeline. Manuel is out there, arms spread out to defend him. Now Ray trying to get to the right side. Foy takes it in the lane against Manuel. He walked with it. That turns it over. That will be the 3rd turnover of the game for Villanova. We talked about valuing the basketball as a key to the game before we started. Mick told you a moment ago that Carolina already with 6 turnovers, Villanova with 3.
That looks like boxing 1 with McCants guarded.
Here's May down inside to McCants, and he gets his first basket of the game. Got free along the left baseline for the layup off the glass. So McCants with a 15-8 average has his first 2 points, 27-19. Now Foy will drop the ball off to Nardi out in the midcourt area. Jay Wright yelling out offensive instructions to his Wildcats at the far end of the floor. Now Nardi hands it off to Foy. Foy shooting over the top of the zone. Good for 3. Foy with his fourth three-pointer of the first half. 30-19, an 11-point Villanova lead over Carolina. Felton to McCants. McCants trying to get into the lane. Drops it down to May. May fumbles the ball out of bounds. Villanova ball on the turnover. And Roy Williams is going to get Jawad Williams and Melvin Scott back into the fray with 5:50 on the first half clock. David Noel is also coming back.
See how much longer Carolina stays in that zone. Good idea for a while. Try to protect your two big men with foul trouble, but now they're out. We'll see. Man to man.
Foy taking his time, getting it across the timeline. Very deliberate on the dribble. Scott picks him up. Now Foy looking down inside, backing up near the timeline. Now here's Foy on the right wing in front of our courtside location. Now Foy starts to the baseline, trying to get through. Back outside to Ray, over to Nardi. Nardi with a long outside shot, no good. McCants one-hands the rebound. Here come the Tar Heels front court. McCants pitches it ahead to Felton. Long outside three, good. Raymond Felton, first basket of the game. 30-22 with 5:15 left to play in the half. Tar Heels have been behind at the break only 7 times this year. They've got a 3-4 record. Here's Foy down the right sideline. The double team is there. Looped it out to Sheridan. Sheridan will come right back with it on the right. Hands it off to Foy. Trying to elude the double team. Driving into the lane. Whistle, foul. And umpire Jerry Pollard spots the foul on David Noel. And that will be number 1 on the Durham Jr. And the 8th team foul against Carolina. So to the line is Randy Foy. Villanova third best or second best in the Big East at the free throw line. Almost 74%.
Melvin Scott was trying to take that foul away from Noel, unsuccessfully so.
Foy's free throw is good. He's now 2 for 3. He'll have another shot coming. He's got 16 first half points for the Wildcats. 26 double-figure scoring game, 5th in a row. Next free throw is good. So 17 points now for the Newark, New Jersey junior. 2002 New Jersey High School Player of the Year. 32-22. McCants in the left corner. McCants trying to lose the defense. Fall away jump shot off the side of the rim, no good. Ball knocked around, recovered by Sheridan. He'll put it in Foy's hands, and Jay Wright tells his Wildcats to slow down. So Foy gets it across the timeline on the left side against Scott. 4:25 to play in the half. Here's Foy. Wants to give it to Ray. Caught up in the double team. Trying to lose the double team. Down the sideline. Jump shot taken. No good. Good box out underneath. Allowed Scott to get the rebound. Whistle going front court. And Noel is down on his knees in the backcourt for Carolina. Apparently got hit as the rebound was being gathered in by Scott. And everybody was going front court. And David just now has rolled over onto his back. And Mark Davis, along with head coach Roy Williams, has come out to attend to him while referee Tom O'Neill is looking in.
Hard to see what happened. Looked like he caught a elbow or something maybe up in the solar plexus, up in his upper abdomen, and still down on his back.
Well, the clock's been stopped at the 4:13 mark. Both teams have gone to their respective benches. Hope you were listening early in our broadcast tonight for another profile update of a former Carolina athlete, Dr. Franklin Clark. You remember him as Rusty. These profiles presented by Furnitureland South and High Point. Tar Heels from all over the country shop for home furnishings at Furnitureland South, and then they get personal delivery wherever they live.
Wildcats shooting 48%. Tar Heels shooting 36%, and Roy Williams took that opportunity with the injured David Noel to address his team in very stern language about what he wants more of and less of out on the court.
32-22. It's a 10-point Villanova lead. I believe it's been as big as 11.
Correct.
And so Carolina will get the ball at midcourt. Jawad will play it into Felton. Now Felton works to the right side. Pushes it back to Williams. Now it comes to Scott on the left side. Scott got it down to McCants. McCants' basket no good. Jawad with a rebound to Scott. Now to Jawad. Jawad turning. Jump hook. Good.
Nice.
Right over the top of big Marcus Austin. 6'9" senior, Irvington, New Jersey, who's come in the game. And that was Jawad's first bucket of the game. 32-24. It's an 8-point Villanova lead. Under 4 minutes to play in the half. Now to Sheridan. Sheridan on the drive. McCants there. Sheridan with a bounce pass back out front to Nardi. Now Nardi trying to drive on Felton. Comes down right of the lane, turns, spins in the lane, put up the shot, no good. Ball knocked out of bounds, and it was out of bounds off Villanova. It'll be Carolina basketball. And Manuel is back in, but first we get an official timeout here at the Carrier Dome in Syracuse. 3:30 to play in the first half. Villanova 32, Carolina 24. And you're listening to Carolina basketball.
Hey fans, watch for a special this season from AutoBell. The week following each UNC victory, one AutoBell location will give a lucky customer great UNC prizes. So cheer for the Heels. And remember, people can tell when you AutoBell.
Well, here's what's happened in the game so far. Villanova came out shooting very hot. They led 21-9, led again 30-19. The Villanova guards have outplayed Carolina's guards. The Tar Heel backcourt just has not held its own yet with the Villanova backcourt, but Carolina's big men have held their own with the Villanova big men inside. Big factor in the game, Woody's been Villanova's ball pressure defensively. Even though they have mixed in some combination defenses, if that ball is being pressured hard, it is very difficult to feed the post, and the Cats have done a nice job of bringing the heat.
We've got a short birthday list tonight. Want to send along our very best on a special day for Carolyn Harder in Durham. She happens to be the wife of Dave Harder, who chauffeurs the Tar Heels around in that big Southern Coach bus. Matter of fact, Dave this year has driven to all of the away sites except for Maui to pick up the Tar Heels when they arrive via their charter and to drive them around. Also, happy birthday to Robert Dewar, LaGrange, North Carolina, 80 years young, 51 graduate of the UNC Pharmacy School, has attended every Carolina home football and basketball game since 1975. Carolina with the basketball. Manuel to Felton coming out of the left corner. Bounce pass to McCants. McCants look right, left, goes high post to Marvin. Jump shot no good. Ball knocked outside. McCants will go get it. Gets it away to Felton. Shoots the three. No good. And it fell out on the right side. Rebounded Villanova. Tar Heels had a couple of good looks. Neither shot went down. 3 minutes to play in the half. An 8-point Villanova lead. It's been as big as 12. I thought it was 11, but as Mick told you coming out of the break, it was 21-9 at one point. Now the bounce pass up the side to Sheridan. Now it goes to Ray. Ray trying to get in the lane. Spin move. Jump shot. No good. Marvin with a rebound.
Wow.
Clears it away to Felton. Now head to McCants. McCants will drop it right back to Felton on the right. Now to Jawad Williams, top of the key. Jump shot no good. Ball tapped outside to Felton. Now to Jawad. Goes to Marvin. Marvin from the left corner. Got it. That's a three for Carolina. Marvin Williams' first field goal of the game, and it's 32-27. The Tar Heels have climbed back to within 5. Tar Heel fans across the way behind the Carolina bench. On their feet here in the Carrier Dome. Bounce pass now to Foy on the left side. Foy working to the front of the bench. Long outside three, no good. Rebound taken down by Austin. Austin caught up in a double team. Got it to Ray. Now it goes to Lowry. Lowry can't get through against Felton. Now drops it back off to Ray. Ray will bring it back out front. Reset for Villanova. 1:50 left to play first half. 32-27. Now Ray trying to get the ball to Lowry, but Felton doing a good job of staying with Lowry. McCants plays well off of Ray. Now finally Foy has to come out to help in the midcourt area. He will attack Manuel, trying to drive right of the lane. Puts up a fall-away shot off the glass, no good. Marvin one-hands the rebound. Clears it away to Felton. Felton coming front court, right middle of the floor. Now Felton on the drive into the lane. Goes down low. Got it to Jackie Manuel. Whistle. And a foul is called, and it's going to be against Felton for the drive, and Raymond gets up limping.
Just maybe over-penetrated a hair. Might also have been a good acting job by the Wildcats.
Felton trying to walk it off as he gets whistled for his first personal foul. That will be the 9th team foul against Carolina, but it's a player control foul, so no free throws. Glad to say that Noel is back in the lineup. Jawad Williams goes out.
Only 3 Wildcat turnovers first half, 8 for the Tar Heels.
Seems like Sean May's been on the bench for a while. Here comes Nardi. Nardi into the lane on the drive, up off the glass, no good. Noel with a rebound, whistle, and a foul on Villanova. Referee Tom O'Neill spots the foul on Marcus Austin, and that is his first. And that will be the 9th team foul against Villanova. Austin averages, Mick, about 10 minutes a game, but he's played only 3 minutes in each of the last 2. Villanova wins over New Mexico and Florida. David Noel to the line.
This one of those stretches of the game, Woody, where the Tar Heels have drawn a line. The defense has cranked up a lot. The intensity is back with Carolina back in the man-to-man. The Cats hadn't scored in a while.
Noel misses the free throw. Rebounded by Villanova. 1:05 to go in the first half. Foy's going to walk it across the timeline. Manuel waiting for him. Now Foy working his way to the right side. We get a whistle and a foul off the ball, and it's on Raymond Felton. Tom O'Neill calls Felton for the hold off the ball. It's his second, 10th team foul. And 2 shots coming for Mike Nardi. .4 seconds remain.
Nardi looks like, if you could sort of combine the look of Bobby Hurley and Steve Blake, you'd have a Mike Nardi. Linden, New Jersey, sophomore guard, 6'1", 165.
79% free throw shooter, and he makes the first for his 3rd point of the game. Randy Foy, who here in the first half tonight has gone 5 of 10, including 4 of 8 threes, was 10 of 29 in his last 2 games. Nardi misses the next free throw, rebounded by Noel. Away to Felton. 52 seconds remaining in the half, down to 51-50. Felton looking left, comes back in midcourt area to Manuel. Now he hands it off to Felton. Felton trying to attack Nardi, pushes it off to McCants. Can't get the shot away against Sheridan. Here's McCants trying to find some room off to Noel, coming out of the left corner. Look away to Manuel, reverse layup, good. 33-29 on Jackie Manuel's first basket. 30 seconds left in the half. The shot clock is off. So the Tar Heels are likely going to trail at the half for the 8th time this year and the 3rd time in postseason play. They were down against Clemson in the ACC tournament, down against Georgia Tech, and are going to be down here against Villanova. 33-29, Nardi midcourt area, clock down to 8, 7, 6. Here's Nardi away to Ray. Ray trying to get into the lane, puts up a one-handed shot, no good. Rebounded on the reverse layup, no good, and the horn sounds. And Austin couldn't get the follow down low on the reverse layup. So as the teams head for the locker room at halftime, our Blue Point scoreboard has it Villanova 33, Carolina 29. You can earn your own Blue Points and get great prizes just by being physically active. Learn how on the Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Carolina website. It's at bcbsnc.com.
This broadcast is authorized under rights granted by the NCAA through Westwood One. It's intended solely for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any reproduction, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the NCAA and Westwood One is prohibited. Hank Nichols' face, our halftime guest, brightened up when we presented him with his tin of mascot mints for being our halftime guest. He received mascot mints as a parting gift. Look for the tin of Carolina Ram mascot mints at fine retailers and convenience stores like Wilco, Handy Hugo's, and Quality Mart. 33-29, Woody, the Wildcats with a 4-point halftime lead.
He assured us that the next time he saw Rolly Massimino, he'd give him some of those. Mick, interesting story. A friend of mine called me midweek from down in Jupiter Hills in Florida, where Billy Cunningham and Rolly Massimino are members, and of course they've been great friends for a long time. They play a lot of golf together down there, and Cunningham came in on, I think it was Tuesday afternoon, and announced to everybody in the locker room that he was not speaking to Massimino again until late Friday night. And my friend also told me that Rolly had been telling Cunningham all year just how good the Villanova guards were, and Billy had seen a game, and he agreed that they were good guards, and they've shown us that here in the first half.
I remember trying to interview Coach Massimino once before a Carolina game, and he said, I can't do an interview with you because my pregame show in Philadelphia is sponsored by Heinz Ketchup, and it's an exclusive deal.
33-29, Carolina once down by 12 within 4. The Tar Heels have never led in this game. Here comes pressure by Villanova. Felton gets it across the timeline, picks up his dribble and throws it away, trying to go to Jawad Williams. And the Tar Heels get their 9th turnover of the half, or of the game.
And Villanova with the trap right across half court.
Ball inbounded to Lowry. Lowry will get it front court, going to drop it off to Foy. Again, Villanova taking good time, about 8 seconds off the clock to get it to the forecourt. Now Foy to the left wing. Manuel plays well off of him. Manuel, one of those Tar Heels with 2. Here's Nardi. In the corner it goes now to Ray. Ray coming up the sideline. Front of a standing Jay Wright at the Villanova bench. Drives baseline. Looped it back out to Nardi. Shoots it off to Foy. Left side. Long outside shot. Ball bounds high. No good. Rebound captured by Villanova. Inside. And it's Lowry who gets it back out to Foy. He puts it in Nardi's hands, and Villanova resets with a new 35-second count on the shot clock. Lowry well out, just cradling the ball on his right hip to see if the Tar Heels will come get him. Now here's Lowry down the left sideline on the drive to the baseline. Blocking foul called on McCants, and that's his second. First team foul of the second half. Marvin Williams, Sean May, now Rashad McCants, along with Raymond Felton and Jackie Manuel, all with 2 fouls for the Tar Heels. Nardi inbounding. Out to a wide open Ray from the right of the circle. Can't get the 3. Felton had it, lost it on the floor. Villanova calling a timeout. And that will cut Villanova's timeouts left down to only 2 as the Wildcats get the clock stop with 18:53 left to play here in the ball game. And I think that's going to be extended to a full, and indeed it is. So 18:53 left to play here at the Carrier Dome. Villanova 33, Carolina 29. That's Tar Heel basketball from Learfield Sports.
FedEx is the official delivery service of Tar Heel basketball. FedEx, the ultimate air and ground game.
Jay Wright on the Villanova sideline, I think, tried to act like, okay, that's okay. We'll take that timeout to keep the ball, but that's not what Villanova wanted. They had the possession arrow, and had his team been more aware of that, they could have just held the ball, and then they would have had the ball anyway and preserved that timeout. As it is, they'll get the ball, they'll still have the arrow, but Villanova has but 2 timeouts remaining, 4 left for the Tar Heels. Villanova's got the lead, still 33-29. 18:53 to play in the game.
Early turnover by the Tar Heels, and then, of course, Villanova just skies to get a couple of offensive rebounds at the other end. Now there's something new from our friends at Curtis Packing, the all-new Porkmaster Bratwurst. Please keep asking your local grocer for Beefmaster, and now for the new Porkmaster Bratwurst. They are the steak eaters' Frank. Villanova ball, baseline left. It'll be inbounded by Lowry, the freshman out of Philadelphia, out in the midcourt area. Jumping catch by Nardi. Top of the key, shot over McCants. No good. Rebound this time to Felton. Felton protects the ball. Now he'll rush it front court. Comes right up the middle of the floor. Now angles away to the left side. Lobs it down inside to May. Dropped it off to Manuel, and the Tar Heels throw it away. Looked like May had a shot, but instead he gave it to Manuel, and I think Jackie may have been a little bit surprised and he couldn't hold it.
Good idea, good pass by Sean May. That ball should have been caught and laid in.
33-29 the score. Here's Lowry, front court, right side. Now gets it to Nardi on the wing against McCants. Now out front to Foy. Foy against Manuel. Jump shot over the top of Manuel. Good. It's a 2-pointer. Foy with his 19th point of the game on his 6th field goal of the night. 8 off of his career high set in early March against Seton Hall. Here's Felton for 3. Got it.
Huge.
35-32. Raymond Felton, 1 of 8 in the first half, 1 of 4 from beyond the arc. 18 minutes to play here in Syracuse. The winner meets Wisconsin Sunday for the right to go to the Final Four. Here's Lowry. Now Lowry bounces away to Foy. Manuel is there, backs off. Now Foy works to the right wing against Manuel. Now tries to drive. Spins away, baseline, shots up off the glass, no good. May with a rebound, only guy underneath. Here's Felton down the middle of the floor, off to Manuel. Got by, shot blocked. Felton got it right in his hands off the left. Here's McCants open right of the circle, good. Score tied, 35 all on McCants' second basket of the night. After an 0 for 6, 1 for 6 effort in the first half, 0 for 3 from beyond the arc. 17-15 to play. Carolina has still not led in this game. Lowry takes it to the left wing. Carolina fans on their feet. So are the Villanova fans. And a 3 from the left wing by Foy. That's his 5th three-pointer of the night. And it's 38-35 Wildcats. Felton, right side. Now trying to get around Sheridan to the left. Got it away to McCants. Nearly lost it. Recovered at the wing. Right in front of the Tar Heel bench. McCants trying to come left of the circle. Spins away. Back out near the timeline to Felton. Now Felton attacks top of the key. Felton on the drive. Ball knocked away. Loose basketball. They scrap for it down inside. Jump ball. Possession error favors Villanova. Williams, Felton go to the floor to try to tie up Foy, and they do, but it'll be Villanova's ball. Jason Frazier is in, and Alan Ray is going out for Villanova.
Going to have to put that emphasis on Foy, not help off of him, just stay with him every second.
Manuel is out, and Noel is in for Carolina. 16:38 to play, 38-35. Game was tied in the early stages and knotted just moments ago at 35 all. But other than that, Villanova has been in command all the way, once leading by 12 in the first half at 21-9. Here's Lowry, top of the key. Lowry drives left of the lane. Fall-away jump shot off the baseline, no good. They battle for the rebound, knocked away by Sean May. Picked up by Marvin Williams, hands it off to Felton. Felton hits McCants on the right wing. Drops it now to Felton, goes to Marvin. Down in the left corner. Noel got it down low to May. May puts up the shot, no good. They battle for the rebound. Loose basketball out of bounds, and it's going to belong to Carolina. Lowry hit the floor, scrapping for Villanova. Carolina knew it was touched last by the Wildcats, so it'd go out of bounds in the deep right corner.
Nope, that shot didn't touch the rim, of course, so 20 on the shot clock, still plenty of time.
Ball inbounded to Noel, now out in the midcourt area to Marvin, gets it to Sean May. May holding it against Frazier, puts it to the floor, now gets it to Felton, top of the key. They drop it down to Marvin, fingertip roll, good. 38-37, Marvin Williams with his first field goal second half, only his second field goal of the game. 15:40 left to play. Lowry will walk it across the timeline on a very deliberate left-handed dribble. Now the bounce pass to Foy. Lost it momentarily, or fumbled it. Noel was there. Now they get it down low, and the ball is taken away by Noel. Took it away from Frazier. Cross court, stolen right back by Villanova. Lowry to Sheridan, then back to Lowry. Now it's Foy, right wing. Out in the midcourt area to Lowry. Lowry on the drive down the lane. Feeds it off, and the basket is good by Sheridan. His first of the game. 40-37, Villanova by 3. And with that, we got an official timeout here at the Carrier Dome. And Roy Williams has just come out of his Alexander Julian jacket, thrown it across the Carolina bench, ripped off his glasses, and is waiting on his team to sit down. 40-37. Villanova with the lead, 15:08 to play in the game. And you're listening to Carolina basketball.
Fans, don't miss a second of Tar Heel basketball action and make Domino's part of your game plan. Call Domino's now and ask for a special just perfect for any tournament watching party. The 555 special offers you a medium one-topping pizza for only $5 when you order 3 or more pizzas. Call Domino's and ask for the 555 special now. Cheer on the Tar Heels through March and make that perfect game time decision by calling Domino's Pizza. Remember, Domino's is the preferred pizza of the Tar Heels.
Catch all the inside scoop on Carolina basketball on Roy Williams Live. Monday nights at 7 from the Spice Street Restaurant in Chapel Hill on many of these network stations. That's the Roy Williams Live radio call-in show. Monday nights at 7 from Spice Street.
Tar Heels a little frustrated, players and coaches. 12 turnovers, some of the sloppy passing the ball to no one or fumbling the ball variety. Carolina's had 3 expensive turnovers here this half already, including one by David Noel, who had stolen the ball, made a nifty defensive play, and then gave it up. And Villanova ends up getting a dunk out of it. 40-37 Villanova. Carolina has not had the lead in the basketball game. The winner will play Wisconsin Sunday afternoon. Wisconsin bounced NC State from the tournament. Wisconsin was down 10 in the first half. They were half dead, and then they came back and won it 65-56.
Carolina players always try to make the right decision. You should too. Buckle up on every trip. That's a message from the Tar Heels and the Governor's Highway Safety Program. Well, Carolina's knotted the score at 35 all here in the second half, but now it's 40-37 Villanova. Tar Heels have got the ball. Mayer is going to inbound it to Felton, and Nardi is waiting on Felton in the backcourt. Now here comes Felton. Nardi in the center jump circle. Felton angling to the left side. Gets it on the wing now to May. May holds it, waiting for somebody to break clear. He wants to get it back to Felton. Finally hands it off to him. They got it to Noel. Down low to McCann, spinning away outside to Felton for 3. No good. They crash the boards. Whistle and a foul on Carolina. Sean May over the back. It's his third and the second team foul. May has not fouled out of a game this year, Mick. As a matter of fact, he's fouled out of only 2 in his career.
To go to the Final Four, you got to win a tough, just a nervous game, and this looks like it for Carolina.
Nardi against McCants. Now to Foy. Foy driving against Noel. Goes all the way to the baseline, back outside. Jump shot good by Sheridan for 2. Sheridan did not even attempt a shot in the second half. His second field goal makes it 42-37. A 7-2 run right now by the Wildcats. Here's Noel on the left side against Lowry. Picks up his dribble, in trouble, got it to May. May looking, ball nearly knocked away. Here's Felton, jumps it right back to May. May one dribble, then back to Felton. Felton had a notion. Nardi fell over his back, and Felton is down.
Good shot fake, got Nardi up in the air. I tell you, Villanova's guards, man, they are pesky. And their quality, man, they got these big city guards, and they're harassing the Tar Heels. Carolina's had held ball and nearly turning it over, trying to find a relief valve pass.
Foul was on Nardi of Villanova. Felton will inbound the basketball. Looking, got it into May. May gets into the lane and falling down, and May can't get the layup to go down. A little too tentative with it, and it rolled out. He lost Sheridan. Sheridan fell down, and May was all alone, and the layup wouldn't go. 42-37. Here's Villanova. Lowry to Nardi for 3. No good. Rebound. Tapped outside. Foy's got it. Now looped it back out to Lowry in the center jump circle. Lowry with Felton on him. Roy Williams going to put in Scott, Manuel, and Jawad at the next opportunity. Here on the drive is Foy. Layup block. Carolina down with it, but they said went out of bounds. Last touch by Carolina. 13:31 to play. It's a 5-point Villanova lead. McCants, May, and Noel going out as those 3 I just mentioned come in for Carolina. Nardi will inbound baseline right for the Wildcats. Now Alan Ray wants to get back in for Villanova, and he's going to replace Randy Foy.
As we so often say, Woody, it's so hard to change the momentum of a game in the game, but that's what the Heels have to do.
Nardi looking out into the midcourt area. Caught. Leaping catch by Ray just across the timeline. Now Ray hands the ball off to Lowry. Jay Wright yelling out instructions. In 8 years, he brought Hofstra to prominence. Former Bucknell guard. Long outside shot. No good. Run down by Manuel on the right side. Now Manuel will get it to Felton. Felton coming quickly front court. Pushes away to Scott. Down inside to Marvin. Up for the shot. Ball got knocked out of bounds. It'll belong to Carolina. Thought I heard the sound of skin slapping skin, didn't you?
Thought there was going to be a whistle. Good pass, good entry there into Marvin Williams, who had to fake and then went up and looked like he got hacked.
Felton will inbound baseline left. Got it in on the left wing. Now out front to Marvin. Marvin will hand it off to Felton, who comes to get it. Down low to Jawad. Jawad backing in, faking up for the shot. Blocked. Recovered Marvin. Marvin with the stick back off the glass is good. Marvin Williams with his 9th point of the game. And it's 42-39. Carolina pulls back to within 3. Now Lowry, the freshman, 19 years of age today. Bounce pass to Nardi on the right wing. Here's Nardi. High post to Sheridan. Shot. No good. Slapped off the rim. Recovered by Felton. Here come the Tar Heels on the run. Cross-court pass to Scott. Scott looking inside. Here's Felton for 3. Got it. 42-42. Score tied for a second time in the final 20 minutes. Third 3 of the game for Felton. Now Lowry front court. Felton waiting for him. A step in the backcourt. Roy Williams down and almost like a catcher saying, let's play some tough defense and get a stop. Here's Lowry on the drive against Felton. They call the block on Felton, and it looked like Lowry hooked him driving to the baseline. Foul on Felton is his 3rd. He's the second Tar Heel to get 3. Sean May also in that predicament. 12:03 to play in the game.
That's just always there for Villanova. Whenever they want it, one of their guards ducking his head and penetrating.
Foy is back. Nardi goes out. Lowry will inbound baseline left. Got it into Foy, left side. Foy trying to get in the lane. Manuel is there. Loose ball. Down on the deck they go. Whistle and a foul called against Villanova. Tom O'Neill whistles the foul on Randy Foy, and that is his second. And with that, we're going to get a timeout on the floor. Clock stopped at 11:57 to play here at the Carrier Dome. Carolina will have the ball and a chance to lead for the first time tonight when we continue. This is Tar Heel basketball from Learfield Sports.
Escape to Pinehurst Resort in March and get your game in gear with your choice of a round of golf or 2 spa treatments. Overnight accommodations, breakfast, and dinner for just $299 through March 30th. Call 1-800-ITS-GOLF or visit pinehurst.com.
11:57 to play. Tie score 42-42. Heels have never led. It's been a fascinating strategy game. Cats are walking it up the floor to burn time. So why not press them? Guard them in the backcourt. Well, then you play against the Wildcats' strength, which is their guards. Sometimes 4 guards in the game at once. More, though, 3 guards in the game after Villanova started the game with 4 players 6'3" or shorter. Carolina's played some zone, but then Foy's gotten hot from three-point range. So the strategy, the fouls, everything just woven into this tapestry of a 42-42 white-knuckle game.
Mick, before play resumes, we want to send along our best wishes tonight to Major Y, the former director of bands at Carolina. His health has not been very good recently, and I know a lot of former band members may be listening to this broadcast tonight. Major Y is at the Bridhaven Nursing Home in Chapel Hill, 1716 Legion Road. The zip is 27517. Bridhaven Nursing Home, 1716 Legion Road, Chapel Hill, 27517. Felton will bring it front court. Off to Williams on the right wing. That's Jawad. Now to Felton. Felton trying to penetrate to Marvin. Marvin for the layup. No good, but he got fouled by Frazier. Call made by David Hall, and Frazier came away applauding because he thought he had gotten away with it, or at least he didn't foul. He thought he might have gotten all ball. It is the 3rd team foul of the half against Villanova and the 3rd on Frazier. And Marvin will go to the line with a chance to give Carolina the lead.
Frazier, the Amityville Horror from Amityville, New York. The Tar Heels recruited him.
Carolina leads for the first time, 43-42. 10 points now for Marvin Williams. Double figures, 22nd time this year. 3 in a row, 4 of the last 6. Next free throw. That's good also. 44-42 Carolina. Tar Heel fans on their feet and a good contingent here in the Carrier Dome. Most of them right in behind the Carolina bench.
Like a zone.
Foy gets it across the timeline, drops it off now to Lowry, gets a screen from Sheridan to Ray. Now it goes off to Foy, and we get a whistle and a charge on Foy, and that is his 3rd. 4th team foul against Villanova. Carolina with the ball.
One thing that zone will do is it will assure that you got a back line that's facing those penetrating guards and that might have an additional half second or 2 to rotate over and draw a charge.
Felton will bring it front court. Lowry waits on him right at the center jump circle. Whips a pass over to Williams on the right wing. Now back out front to Jawad, then to Felton on the left side. Felton will give it to Scott, cutting out front. Comes now to Williams. Williams against Sheridan on the drive. Couldn't get down to the baseline. Now to Felton. Foy is right there. Felton getting double teamed. We get a bump and a block called on Sheridan. Jay Wright is beside himself on the call by referee Tom O'Neill. Foul on Sheridan is 2nd, 5th team foul on Villanova here in the second half. Carolina had a decided advantage on team fouls early in the game, and just like that, Carolina got in a hole.
Yeah, I think it's been a fairly well officiated game.
Here's Williams on the right wing from Felton. Gets it out front now. Felton moving against the rookie Lowry. Got it down low to Marvin up for the shot. Got slapped away, and Villanova comes away with it. 44-42 Carolina. Villanova with the ball. Lowry to the right wing. Lowry by Jawad. Felton is there. Jump shot by Lowry. Good for 2. That ties the score at 44 all. Lowry on his 8th point of the game. Now Felton front court for Carolina. Splits the double team, gets into the lane, drives, shoots a floater. Good over the front of the rim. Felton now with 8 in the second half, 11 for the game. 46-44 Carolina. Just over 10 minutes to play. Second-ranked Tar Heels trying to come off the ropes. Foy to the left wing. Manuel there, now whips a pass over to Ray in the corner to Lowry. Lowry on the drive. He got hammered, but no whistle on the play. The block then by Marvin on the attempted shot by Villanova down inside. And the foul is on Marvin Williams, and that is his third with 10 minutes to go. Boy, somebody caught Ray up beside the head as he was trying to get up for a shot. But then the foul came when Frazier tried to follow. A wild Villanova attempt. Frazier's free throw, good. He was 11 of 17 for his 21 points against Florida last week. That's his first free throw made of the night, 1 of 2. Another shot coming. 46-45.
Frazier, a 61% free thrower.
Marvin and Jawad are out. May in. Next free throw, no good. May with a rebound, Carolina. Hands it off to Felton. Felton will get it front court, left side for the Tar Heels. Now Manuel calling for the ball. Got it on the right side. Gets it down low to May. May backs in on Frazier. Fall away shot. Good. Soft shot from about 8 feet away. May's first bucket of the second half. 14 for the game. 48-45. Carolina by 3. 9:35 to play. Well, the Carolina fans are all standing, Mick. They're so nervous they can't sit down. 48-45. Foy, top of the key. Now to Nardi. Back in the Villanova lineup. Back it comes to Foy. Left side, well out. Now Foy, top of the key. Off to Lowry. Lowry backs up a bit. Got it to Nardi. Fumbled the ball. Whipped it back out to Lowry. Shot clock down to 5. Off it goes to Foy. Long outside shot. No good. Rebound. Taken down. Loose ball. And May saves it in the corner. Gets it up the sideline to Manuel on the left. He'll come to the right side. Pushes it to Felton. Felton takes it top of the key. McCants again on him quickly. Goes down in the left corner to Noel. Back up the sideline to McCants. McCants now against Foy. Trying to penetrate. Shoots a runner. No good. Whistle on Villanova. And so McCants will go to the line. The foul is called on Nardi, and that is his third. Now the Villanova foul situation, Foy, Nardi, and Frazier, all with 3 for the Wildcats. That's team foul number 6 against Villanova.
Tonight's attendance, 30,916, a new NCAA tournament on campus attendance record.
McCants, first free throw of the night. Good. McCants with 6. 10th leading scorer in the league at 15-8, 7th in field goal shooting, 5th in three-point shooting, and 13th at the line.
So 30-15 Carolina run since the score was 30-19 Wildcats.
49-45, 8:48 to play. Here's McCants' next free throw. That one's good. 50-45. Tar Heels go up by 5. Roy Williams in his shirt sleeves. Called something, then took it off and called something else. Here's Lowry, left side to Ray. Now they swing it right side to Nardi on the wing in front of the Wildcat bench. Now Nardi in the corner to Ray. Ray getting outside, trying to drive into the lane. Ball knocked away. Whistle. David Hall spots Raymond Felton for a foul. And that will be number 4 on Felton, who has never fouled out in his career. Yes, he has. Twice he's fouled out, but not recently.
Well, he's the most irreplaceable player on this team.
Well, Roy Williams has got to put the rookie Quentin Thomas from Oakland, California in the lineup and bring Felton to the bench. And along with me, you jot it down, 8:26 when Felton goes to the bench. Now David Hall is going down to talk to Roy Williams about something. Not sure what it was all about, but they're pointing down at, I think, the players to sit down or something. But anyway, it's going to be Villanova inbounding the ball, left baseline. Ball deflected by McCants, but caught by Sheridan. Sheridan tied up, jump ball. Carolina gets the arrow. Sean May was the guy who reached in and tied it up. Roy Williams pointing out he thought the Villanova players on the dead ball was maybe throwing an elbow. Here's Quentin Thomas, picks up his dribble in the backcourt, in trouble, got it to May. May will get it right back to Quentin Thomas. Here's Thomas into the lane, dropped it off to Manuel, whistle, foul And the foul is on Quentin Thomas for the charge as Foy gets knocked down in the lane, and Roy Williams can't believe it. Quentin Thomas with his first, and that will be the 6th team foul against Carolina.
Like throwing a piece of meat in there to a Rottweiler Terrier or two. The Wildcats know that Quentin Thomas is a freshman, been a little shaky at times with his ball handling under pressure this year. So Melvin Scott will check in. So it'll be Scott, Manuel, McCants, Jawad, and Sean May for the Tar Heels.
So Villanova down 5, 8:11 to play, will get the basketball. Officials are trying to get some moisture wiped up in the lane. Foy inbounding the ball to Lowry. Scott will wait on the freshman. About a step or two in the backcourt. He gets across the timeline on the left-handed dribble. Working left side. Bounce pass goes to Foy, left side. Here's Foy on the baseline drive. Runs into Sean May. Got double team. Gets it back out to Nardi. Nardi trying to penetrate. Goes down left side. Nearly had the ball knocked away. Recovered it. Nardi with the bounce pass to Foy. Foy on the drive. Puts up a high arcing shot off the glass. It's good. Hooked it up with his right hand for his 24th point of the night. 50-47. Now here's Jawad in the left corner. Jawad drives baseline. Dropped it to May. Ball lost. Loose on the floor. Recovered by Lowry. 50-47. Carolina with a 3-point lead, but Villanova gets the ball right back. Here's Lowry on the drive against Scott. Shots up. Good. And he's fouled. Foul is on Melvin Scott. And Villanova, after the timeout, will have a chance to tie the score at the line. 7:24 to play. Carolina 50, Villanova 49. And you're listening to Carolina Basketball.
Today's show is brought to you by Federated Insurance. It's our business to protect yours.
At the 8:26 mark with the Tar Heels up 5, Raymond Felton gets called for his 4th foul. Quentin Thomas comes in and then charges, turning the ball back over to Villanova. Foy hits a bucket. Then Lowry drives Melvin Scott, got a blow-by, hit a shot right baseline, and Melvin Scott fouled him. So Raymond Felton's replacements have not done well yet. 7:24 now to go in the game. Villanova will be at the line with a chance to tie. Lowry will have a free throw. How long do you wait in bringing Raymond Felton back? It'll depend on how the game goes, how Melvin Scott can do in his time running the point.
Felton fouled out of the game against Maryland as a freshman, Wake Forest as a sophomore. He has not fouled out this year, but he's in deep trouble right now and has been on the bench for about the last minute with 4 personal fouls. And to the foul line comes Lowry, Kyle Lowry, the 6-foot freshman from Philadelphia, with a chance to tie the score at 50 all and wipe out Carolina's 5-point lead. Lowry ready on the free throw. Good. Tie score at 50 all. That's his 9th point of the night. Pressure now by the Wildcats in the backcourt. Manuel just now got it to Scott. Scott coming front court away to McCants. Launches the 3. Good. Rashad McCants with his 2nd 3 of the game, and it's 53-50 with 7:10 to play. Lowry now against Melvin Scott. On a foot race into the lane. Lost the ball. And Jerry Pollard from behind has called a foul on Melvin Scott. Looked like the ball got knocked away cleanly. But the foul on Scott will be a quick second on the Baltimore senior in the 8th team foul against Carolina.
Villanova's been patient and deliberate on offense, but then on defense, they've been pressing, trapping, harassing, playing a speed game when they don't have the ball.
Lowry 1 of 1 on the night, 64% free throw shooter. Free throw, no good. Rebounded by Manuel for Carolina. He gets it to Scott down the left sideline. McCants back to Scott. Nearly lost the ball. Saved by Marvin at the timeline. Now to Scott. Scott trying to get in the lane. Away to Jawad. 3-pointer. No good. Long rebound. Run down by Lowry. Got it ahead to Foy. Here comes Foy for Villanova. Front court left side. Foy keeps the dribble alive. Looking down inside. Got it to Frazier. Frazier turns on Marvin. Cannot score. Rebounded by Jawad. To Marvin. Picked up by Marvin Williams. Lost the handle on it momentarily as Jawad tried to get it to him. Now Scott away to McCants. 53-50, 6:25 to play here in Syracuse. Now McCants going down the left side to the baseline, and he got fouled.
Yeah, this could be Rashad time. I mean, Carolina needs what Rashad can give.
That foul, Mick, is on Nardi, and that is his 4th. Lowry's going to the sideline now, and Sheridan is coming back in.
Well, that 3 from Jawad right in front of us looked terrific. I think he thought it was in. It just caught the back of the rim.
Free throw is good by McCants. He now has 9 in the second half, 11 for the game, and will have another free throw. 54-50, 6:20 to go. Carolina trying to match its biggest lead of the night, only 5 points. Here's McCants' free throw. That one's good. 55-50. Villanova inbounding the basketball. Nardi will be the guy to bring it front court. Across the timeline against Scott. Works to the right side. Now the bounce pass to Foy at the top of the key. Foy trying to drive. On the drive. Throws up an off-balance shot. Loose ball. Rebounded Frazier. Throws it up. Won't go. May with a rebound. Carolina. Got it to Scott. Nearly knocked away. Scott saved it. Foy was there. Scott gets it across the timeline. Now Scott against Foy will push it away to Manuel. Down low it goes to May. He tried to drop it off to Williams. Ball got kicked out of bounds by Ray, and it will be Carolina ball at the baseline.
But Carolina's ball handling is just been this close to turning it over, it seems like, every other pass, but still Carolina has built a 5-point lead again, and they have the ball.
Well, now they've just pointed out that Frazier had lost his shoe back at the far end of the floor, and they've just gotten it to him. Meanwhile, Sheridan is back in, and Nardi goes out with those 4 fouls.
Raymond Felton watching the clock, and he's up. Not quite yet at the scorer's table.
5:51 to play.
I mean, you'd love to be able to get underneath that media timeout at 4 minutes and bring him back. May not be able to wait that long.
Manuel to inbound the basketball. Got to get rid of it. Finally out in the midcourt area to Scott. Was on the verge of calling a timeout. Here's Scott moving left side. Got by Sheridan. Into the lane. Now got it to Marvin. Marvin with a soft jumper. No good. Ball tapped outside. Caught by McCants on the right. He gets it back out to Scott. Now it comes back to McCants. McCants looking inside. On the drive. Trying to get free behind the screen. Can't do it. Whistle, foul, Villanova. Called on Randy Foy. And that will be Foy's 4th foul. So the Villanova backcourt, Mick, now in trouble as well.
Man alive. 55-50. Villanova's got their tempo. But Carolina has, and Roy Williams told you, Woody, in the pregame show, when you asked him about a big key or two, he said the toughness word, and so far Carolina's displayed that in the second half.
McCants' free throw good. 56-50. 13 points now for McCants, 11 in the second half. Here's the next one, and that one's good also. Carolina perfect at the line in the second half, 8 of 8. 57-50. Lowry walks it across the timeline. Scott is there. Felton's on the bench with 4. Now it goes to Ray. Ray against McCants. Long outside shot, no good. Rebound, tap by Manuel. Whistle and a foul. Jerry Pollard spots a Carolina foul. No, wait a minute. Was it on Villanova? Yep. Yes, on Sheridan for the push. And that's number 3 on the Bear Delaware sophomore. And the 9th team foul against the Wildcats. And while we get set to shoot the free throw, let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification. You're listening to Villanova, Carolina, NCAA tournament on the Tar Heel Sports Network.
The Carolina's home for the hits and the heels. Hits 94, WTHZ, Lexington, Greensboro, Winston-Salem, High Point, and Charlotte.
Marvin Williams, good on the free throw. He now has 12 points for the game, and it's 58-50.
Villanova has not scored since the 7.5 minute mark.
And he got the roll on that one. Hit the front of the rim, went to the back, and then fell through. 59-50, Carolina's biggest lead of the game. Lowry across the timeline. Scott picks him up. Works left side. Foy trying to come get it. They hand it off to him. Here's Foy in the lane, out to Ray. Jumper from the corner, no good. Rebounded Manuel, right in front of Foy. Gets it away to Scott. Now Villanova's the team getting one shot. Here's Scott, cross court to McCants on the left. Now McCants starts to drive, and a foul called on Ray, and that's his second.
Well, McCants has been spectacular. He's helped take some of the ball handling load off of Melvin Scott. He's used his strength well, and there is a timeout called
by Villanova. They'll be down to one timeout, Nick, with 4:48 remaining to be played in the game. 30-second timeout called by Villanova. Roy Williams was asking if it was going to be a full, but it's a 30. Whistle by the Wildcats.
Down 9 with Carolina at the free throw line, and 4:48 left in the game. Villanova may not be able to afford anymore to walk the ball up the court. They'll have to speed their offensive tempo up. Raymond Felton remains on the bench for the Tar Heels, and McCants at the line.
Rashad McCants a perfect 6 of 6 here in the second half. Free throw, good. Make it 7 of 7. 60-50 with 4:48 to play. Next free throw, good as well. So it's 61-50 on an 11-point Carolina lead. Ball bounced into Lowry. Right back it comes to Foy. Foy will be the guy to get it across the timeline. Carolina dropping back now, not picking up at the timeline. Foy goes right side, trying to drive. Baseline, puts up the shot, good. Foy with his 26th point of the night on his 9th field goal. 61-52. Carolina has it left side, now to McCants on the right. May calling for it. McCants couldn't get it to him. Now McCants starts to drive, gets in the lane, lost the ball, knocked away, recovered by Foy. Here goes Foy. McCants reaching in for it. Foy on the drive, throws up the shot, no good. Then the shot's put up, no good, and we got a whistle and a foul against Carolina. David Hall, I believe, has called the foul on Sean May. And Sean May now has his 4th foul. And that is the 9th team foul against Carolina. And there will be 2 shots coming, but Villanova has Kyle Lowry, the freshman, down, just being helped up by his teammates in the lane.
Time yet to get your point guard back in the game?
Yes. Steve Robinson has called McCants over to have a word with him. McCants frustrated that he lost that ball, and I think that's exactly what Coach Robinson was talking to him about, is taking care of the basketball. Lowry at the line. Free throw up. Good. 61-53. The Carolina lead is 8. Lowry with another shot coming. He's now 2 of 3 at the line, has 10 points. 6th time this year he's been in double figures, but 3 of the last 4, and he nails the next one as well. 61-54, just over 4 minutes. Front court to McCants, now got it to Marvin. Marvin curls into the left corner. Now over in front of the Tar Heel bench. Marvin with the basketball, getting rid of it, got it to Manuel. Now Manuel will hand it off to Felton, who's back in the lineup now with 4 minutes to play. Coach Jared Haas sitting with us at courtside, said a moment ago, probably at the 5 to 4 minute mark, he would come back. And he's back with 4. Here's Felton, left side, gives it up to Marvin. Shot for 3, got it. Marvin Williams from the left wing drops in a 3-pointer. His second of the game, and a big smile on the rookie's face as he goes back up the court as he swells the lead back to 10 at 64-54. Now the angle dribble by Lowry, left side, on the wing, hands it off to Foy. Gets a screen from Sheridan. Now it was Ray driving in from the right side, trying to throw the pass. It got knocked out of bounds. And with the sound of the horn, an official timeout has been called. Nardi is coming back right now for Villanova with 4 fouls. 64-54 Carolina, 3:20 to play. And this is Tar Heel basketball from Learfield Sports.
Fans, call Domino's now for that perfect game time decision. A piping hot pizza from Domino's. Domino's is the preferred pizza of the Tar Heels.
Game is not over yet, but the Tar Heels have come from 12 down to go up 11, and now Carolina's up 10. The score was 50-50, and Carolina went on an 11-0 run. 9 of those 11 points were scored by Rashad McCants. all that happened with Raymond Felton on the bench with 4 personal fouls. McCants very, very big in this basketball game.
Mick, I think it's been a combination of offense and defense. Carolina offensively shooting 50%, 8 of 16 from the field, 5 of 7 threes, 12 of 12 at the line. Meanwhile, Villanova 7 of 23 for 30%.
Yeah, now Villanova's strategy has changed. It's got to change now because they're in a time jam. 3:20 to go. Carolina up 10 points. It'll be Wildcat basketball. The Marvin Williams 3 at the 3:38 mark, helping to stem a 5-0 run or a 4-0 run rather by the Cats.
And we probably have got to call that our smile play of the game. Wouldn't you agree?
You betcha.
Our smile play of the game brought to you by Delta Dental of North Carolina. Smile, you're covered by the experts. Villanova the ball, long outside by Foy, no good. Felton with a rebound in the lane. Had a good box out then of Lowry to get the rebound down. Felton gets the ball across the timeline now, straight away. Now to Manuel on the right wing. Manuel will back up outside. Along the left side, or along the right side, nobody coming out to get him. Now Felton circles out to get the basketball. Now he's in the midcourt area. Roy Williams with the uplifted clenched fist on the right hand. Now here's the alley-oop to Manuel. Ball knocked away, recovered by Frazier. Got it to Foy. They tried for the alley-oop to Manuel. It didn't work. 2:40 to play. Here's Foy, top of the key. Now outside to Lowry. Lowry on the drive, right side. Forces up the shot. Good, and he's fouled. Lowry gets the basket. And the foul is called on Rashad McCants, and that will be his 3rd. And Lowry will also go to the line with a chance to convert his 2nd three-point play of the day. 64-56.
Got to box the shooter out in case there's a miss and a tap out.
Free throw is no good. Rebounded by May. May calling Felton to him, hands him the ball. Nardi will drop back into the forecourt, pick him up defensively as he crosses the line, comes to Manuel. Manuel backing up now in the right corner. Nobody coming out to get him. Sheridan stays right in the top of the key. Now Manuel watches that clock. Game clock is at 2:15. Shot clock at 16 seconds. Felton coming out trying to get the ball. We get a whistle, and the foul is on Raymond Felton, and it is his 5th on offensive foul.
Oh, well, I thought that was going the other way. I thought that was going to be a foul on Nardi.
Raymond Felton has just fouled out of his 1st game of the year and the 3rd of his career, and Scott will come in to replace him. So Felton is out with 2:11 to play in the game. And he will leave with 11 points on 4 of 12 shooting, 3 of 7 threes, 0 for 2 at the line. And has 11 rebounds to go with his 11 points. Villanova with the ball. Foy in the deep right corner. Coming up the sideline to Nardi, top of the key. Nardi's 3 is good. 64-59. Nardi's 2nd basket of the game. Scott gives it up to Williams. Now back to Scott. Now down to Manuel. Cross court it goes to McCants. He drops it to May. Now to Scott. Clock is at 1:45. Lowry swiping at the basketball. They'll hand it off to McCants. McCants against Lowry. Now McCants wants to drive. Coming down right of the lane. Gets it to Scott. Scott holding the ball. Nardi on him. Goes left wing. Here's the jumper by Manuel. No good. Bounding around. May had it. Lost it. Villanova out with it. Lowry goes quickly front court. Away to the driving Foy. Puts up the shot. No basket and a block. Called on Carolina. And there will be 2 shots coming for the Wildcats. So what appeared to be maybe a comfortable run to the finish has suddenly gotten everybody in Carolina blue very, very nervous again.
5-0 run by the Wildcats, and they're at the foul line.
Allen Ray will be at the line. Ray for the game, 2 of 14 from the field, 1 of 10 from 3 points. Ray ready on the first one. And it's good. 64-60. He can bring the Wildcats within 3, a 1-possession game. Allen Ray, the 6'2 junior from the Bronx, New York, 2nd team All Big East.
And he does, 64-61. Carolina inbounds the ball. Felton is fouled out. Scott gets it to May. To McCants, now down to Marvin Williams. He loses it, and the ball is knocked out by Villanova. Carolina ball with 1:12 to play.
Carolina has all of its timeouts to work with, 4, but Roy Williams not calling one yet.
Manuel inbound the basketball, got it to Scott. Nardi is there, now back it comes to Manuel. Manuel caught in the double team to Marvin. Nearly knocked away, Marvin saved it. Now he'll come up the right side, gives it to Scott. 1 minute to go right now, 64-61, Carolina by 3. Scott gives it up to McCants. Shot clock is down to 8, 7. Here's McCants trying to drive. McCants in the lane, shoots a floater. And it's no good. The ball gets knocked up in the air. Knocked away, picked up by Nardi. Here comes Villanova. Villanova coming quickly, front court. They drop it off to Foy, blocked from behind by Scott. 40 seconds to play. And Villanova will go to the line with 2 shots. Foul on Melvin Scott of Carolina. That is his 4th, all of which have come in the second half. And a timeout now taken by Carolina. 64-61, 40 seconds to play. And it's a full timeout here at the Carrier Dome in Syracuse. You're listening to Carolina basketball.
In Carolina, basketball is more than just a game. It's a way of life, and they cherish it. Your Carolina Ford dealer feels the same about your business. We're constantly working to provide you with affordable new products that fit your lifestyle, like the 2005 Ford Freestyle, the 2005 500, and the newly designed 2005 Mustang. Nothing's finer than the next generation of Ford, built for the road ahead.
Enter Progress Energy's Reveal Your Excellence sweepstakes, and you could win a trip for 2 to the ACC tournament or other great prizes. Just log on to progress-energy.com/sweepstakes and tell us how you support your favorite ACC team in their relentless pursuit of excellence. Progress Energy. People, performance, excellence. No purchase necessary. Legal residents of North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, Maryland, Georgia, Virginia, 18 and older. Void where prohibited. Sweepstakes ends February 13, 2005. For rules and complete details, visit progress-energy.com/sweepstakes. Brought to you by Progress Energy.
The shot by Rashad McCants looked like it was going to drop, and it hit off the back iron and rolled off. Villanova got the rebound quickly front court. Melvin Scott committed the foul on Foy. So Villanova is on a 7-0 run, and Foy is at the line, 40 seconds remaining.
Foy's been the leading scorer tonight for Villanova. Foy arches the first one up. Good. 64-62. Foy can make it a 1-point game with 40 seconds left. That's his 27th point of the night. 4 out of 5 at the free throw line. Here's the next one, and that's no good. They battle for the rebound, and we get a whistle.
Nardi or somebody fouled on Villanova.
And a foul has been called against Villanova. And let's see, Tom O'Neill is saying what? Oh, was it a lane violation? No, Carolina's going to get the ball out of bounds. It was a lane violation by Villanova. 64-62. Jay Wright has talked to umpire Jerry Pollard, and they're going over to the scorer's table now.
If they judged that it was a lane violation on both teams, then Villanova would get that free throw over again, I think. It may have just been a lane violation on Villanova. Carolina ball. They may just want to look at the shot clock.
They may also have to put, and they just did, they put 0.8 of a second back on the clock, the game clock. 40 seconds.
All right, Carolina ball.
Well, they have decided it was a lane violation, so Carolina ball. May will inbound against Villanova pressure. Got it into Marvin. Got it to Scott. Scott to May. Back it goes to Scott. Now to McCants. Now to Scott. And Scott gets fouled by Nardi, and that will be his 5th. So Mike Nardi has fouled out for a second time this season. And now they're telling him that it is 5 personal fouls. Raymond Felton has been out since the 2:11 mark.
Now we're going to have a little mini timeout while the team that has the player foul out gets 30 seconds to sub in.
64-62. Nardi leaves with 6 points to his credit with 28.9 seconds remaining.
A big key in Carolina basketball is play hard, play smart, play together, and have fun. I don't think Carolina's had any fun in this game quite yet. It's just been too tense and too dramatic for that.
Sheridan's going back, Mick, into the lineup for Villanova. By the way, the Tar Heels have had 5 3-pointers here in the second half. Our Bell South long-distance 3-pointers. Bell South listening and answering. And remember, anytime you're hungry, a great time for a Beefmaster. Ask your local grocer for Beefmaster and the new Porkmaster Bratwurst. They're the steak eaters, Frank.
2 free throws here from the Baltimore senior would be large.
Only 11 of 17 on the year, Melvin Scott. Free throw, good. 65-62. He'll have another one coming. Second one on its way, good. 66-62. Makes it a 2-possession game for the Wildcats. Foy inbounding the ball to Lowry. Shot clock is off. Lowry down the right side for Villanova. Top of the key, spinning away. Got it to Foy. Foy trying to penetrate. Scott is there. Foy now goes back in the lane. Nearly lost the ball. Whistle and a foul on Carolina. Umpire Jerry Pollard with a call, and it is on Jack Emanuel. And that is his 3rd, and it will put Villanova at the line.
The Tar Heels look to be in good shape defensively there. Villanova was probing, and the penetration was being disallowed.
Randy Foy back to the line. 27 points on the night. 4 out of 6 at the line. Free throw, good. We'll check it. 4 out of 5 at the line. Now 5 out of 6. That lane violation nullified that miss. Took it off the books a moment ago. Now he'll have another one coming. 28 points. This is his career high, bettering the 27 he had in early March against Seton Hall. 66-63, 17.5 left. Free throw. That one's no good. Rebound scooped up by Sheridan. Sheridan wants to get out of there with it. We get a whistle and a timeout called by Villanova. 11.6 left. And Villanova will have the ball. And it's going to be extended to a full timeout. It's a full timeout with 11:6 left here at the Carrier Dome in Syracuse. 66-63. Don't go away.
Here's our vault.
Today, Tim and his class are on a field trip at a bank.
Is this where you keep all the fees?
Pardon?
Today, Tim is saying things as only kids say them.
My dad says you guys have a lot of fees.
Tomorrow, Tim's dad is going to switch to Wachovia for free checking that's really free. No monthly service fees, no minimum balances, no direct deposit requirements. Visit a Wachovia Financial Center or call 800-WACHOVIA. Personal accounts only. Wachovia Bank N.A., member FDIC.
To fans in Carolina, basketball is more than just a game. It's a way of life, and they cherish it. Your Carolina Ford dealer feels the same about your business. We're constantly working to provide you with affordable new products that fit your lifestyle, like the 2005 Ford Freestyle, the 2005 500, and the newly designed 2005 Mustang. Nothing's finer than the next generation of Ford, built for the road ahead.
Both teams in the double bonus. Carolina a 3-point lead. Villanova ball under their basket. They cannot run the baseline. No timeouts left for the Cats. Possession arrow to Villanova. Too much time left for Carolina to foul. You just got a D up.
Lowry will inbound the ball, baseline left. Lowry looking, got the ball in. Now it's to Ray. Ray on the drive, shots up. Travel called against Ray. On the drive, Tom O'Neill, the referee, calls the travel on Allen Ray, and Carolina gets the ball.
It took him a while to make that call. He might have been stuck in his whistle. I wasn't sure what he was going to call. Timeout, UNC to talk it over.
It's going to be a 30-second timeout. And it will be Carolina ball with 9 seconds remaining. Well, it was cold today in Syracuse and cloudy. But we understand in North Carolina it was great weather for golf. And if you're going out to the golf course, no better place than UNC Findlay, ranked among the top 10 courses in the country. Tell them Woody and Mick sent you, and you'll get a free bucket of range balls with the purchase of a greens fee.
That call is going to be debated for a long, long time to come, but Carolina will take it, and Sean May will inbound baseline. Villanova, 9 seconds left, will have to foul.
Ball inbounded to McCants, and McCants gets hammered on the play by Foy, and he's out of the game. This is a predominant Big East crowd, and that is the crowd's reaction to the travel call on Allen Ray by referee Tom O'Neill. Foy becomes the second Wildcat to foul out. And coming in to replace him will be Baker Dunleavy, the 6'6 sophomore from Portland, Oregon, brother of former Duke player Mike Dunleavy, now with the Golden State Warriors. And, of course, Dad Mike played at South Carolina. Baker was being kidded yesterday during the open practice sessions about his brother ripping off his shirt when he got ejected from the game the other night for the Warriors. McCants at the foul line. 66-63 Carolina. 2 shots.
Just need one of the 2.
Ready on the first one. No good. He'll have another one. That's his first miss of the night after 8 in a row. The Asheville Junior. 7.6 left. This free throw, perfect. 67-63. Carolina with 2 timeouts left. Villanova is out of timeouts. And Roy Williams has called a timeout to set his defense.
Got 1 timeout left after calling that one. 7.6 seconds, and Villanova doesn't have to have a 3. They could take a quick 2 or a 3. No, obviously, North Carolina does not want to foul a Villanova 3-point shooter.
You know, Mick, there were times today when I began to feel comfortable about Carolina's chances tonight. Then I'd do a little more work on the Wildcats getting ready for our broadcast. I'd start to get nervous. I've been nervous, I think, in this one tonight since the opening tip.
Well, you get pretty nervous when you look and see what they did to Kansas this year. Beat them 83-62 in January. The Jayhawks were second ranked in the country then.
And they took West Virginia apart by 38 and then lost to West Virginia in the semifinals of the Big East tournament. Dunleavy to inbound the ball. Carolina will not guard him. They're using 5 to guard the other 4. Ball inbounded to Frazier. They get it quickly to Lowry. Lowry on the drive. The jump shot. Good. And it's good for 3. 67-66. Sean May lobbing it. The ball knocked out of bounds by Villanova. It'll be Carolina ball. Ray was there trying to make the steal. 1.8 left. Carolina ball. Tar Heels have got 1 timeout left if needed, and Roy Williams has just called it.
Whoa. A good decision, though, by Melvin Scott. I mean, you could not foul Lowry shooting that 3, or else he got a chance to tie the score.
And for Lowry, that's his first 3 of the night, and will give him 16 points on the night. Mick, while we've got a moment here, let's point out that Raymond Felton and Sean May, both with double-doubles tonight. Raymond, 11 rebounds to go along with his 11 points. Didn't have a very good night shooting the basketball before he fouled out. That's his second rebound double-double of the year to go along with the 5 assist double-doubles that he has. And Sean May, 14 points, 10 rebounds. That will be his 16th double-double, 11 of the last 13.
Well, here's all you got to do. You got to get the ball safely inbounds. Then Villanova will have to foul. Then the ball can come to the free throw line where you could miss it on purpose, and Villanova wouldn't have enough time to score.
1.8 second remaining. Sean May will inbound, and Frazier's moved down to guard him. Marvin Williams and Scott in the backcourt. Ball given to Sean May. May looking, throws it front court. Ball caught, knocked away, scooped up. There goes the horn. Game over. Carolina wins.
Good choice by Sean May. He looked at a near option, didn't like what he saw, and so the deep option was there.
handshake and a hug between Roy Williams and Jay Wright. I never saw a more congenial pregame gathering of coaches than between these staffs. And Jay Wright is going along and shaking the hand of every Tar Heel player, congratulating especially those who figured prominently in this one-point win. But you've got to realize how disappointed that 43-year-old head coach of the Wildcats is. What a heck of a job he did in his 8 years at Hofstra. Now he's gotten Villanova into the NCAA tournament. And Mick, I think he's gotten the Wildcats back really for the first time since Rolly Massimino.
He truly does. They are back on the radar screen. That sophomore class that he brought in is now matured. And, you know, that travel call on Allen Ray is going to be debated for a long, long time to come. But it is what it is, a Carolina victory by 1 point.
That means that the Tar Heels will meet the Badgers of Wisconsin for the first time ever Sunday afternoon for the right to go on to St. Louis and the Final Four. And our airtime is 1:30 on this Tar Heel Sports Network station to which you're listening. Wow, what a game. Carolina 67, Villanova 66, our final, but still a lot more to come from the Carrier Dome in Syracuse. This is Tar Heel basketball from Learfield Sports.
I'm Woody Durham for National Gas Distributors. National Gas Distributors provides more than an ample supply of natural gas. They also help manage your energy costs. As a full-service marketing firm, they supply gas to industries throughout the Southeast. Their personalized computer service includes managing price risk and the complex process of local gas distribution. Call National Gas Distributors today or log on to the website at gaspartners.com. National Gas Distributors. They'll provide you the hands-on service you need. I'm Woody Durham with some great news. The Chapel Hill area is now home to a new luxury golf community, Chapel Ridge. Chapel Ridge has over 700 rolling acres, a Fred Couples Championship golf course, and resort-style amenities. Choose Ridgeview or golf course home sites. Select your builder and bill when you are ready. Chapel Ridge, close to everything you want, far from everything you don't. Call today, 866-495-4094. A blue-green golf community, exclusively presented by Jordan Lake Preserve Corporation.
To fans in Carolina, basketball is more than just a game. It's a way of life, and they cherish it. Your Carolina Ford dealer feels the same about your business. We're constantly working to provide you with affordable new products that fit your lifestyle, like the 2005 Ford Freestyle, the 2005 500, and the newly designed 2005 Mustang. Nothing's finer than the next generation of Ford, built for the road ahead.
We all like to hear a compliment, especially regarding something valuable like your car. One weekly trip to AutoBell will guarantee your car or truck to always look good. From the inside out, AutoBell's exclusive soft chamois process and safe cleaners will keep your automobile looking like the day you bought it. AutoBell also does its part to help the environment by recycling its water.
People can tell when you AutoBell. People can tell when you AutoBell.
Make a date for your car at AutoBell.
When you AutoBell.
Goodwill of Eastern North Carolina is proud to offer the Tar Heel Rewards program this season. It's simple. Drop off items at GCF donation centers in Eastern North Carolina and win great UNC prizes, including merchandise and tickets. Click on the Goodwill banner at tarheelblue.com for more details and a location nearest you.
Carolina survives Villanova 67-66. Carolina moving on to take on Wisconsin on Sunday afternoon at 2:30 for the right to go to the Final Four. What a ball game tonight in Syracuse. This is Jones Angel at the Winn-Dixie scoreboard. You'll always find everything you need at your neighborhood Winn-Dixie. Well, who will be joining the Tar Heels in the Elite Eight from tonight? Let's tell you. First out of the Austin Regional, Michigan State upends top-ranked Duke 78-60, or top-seeded Duke, I should say, 78-68 in that one. Paul Davis, 20 points and 12 rebounds for the Spartans. Allen Anderson added 17 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 steals. Duke becomes the second #1 seed in addition to Washington to be knocked out of the tournament. It is Michigan State's 5th Elite Eight in the last 7 years. They will take on Kentucky, a 10-point winner over Utah tonight, 62-52, the final score in that one. Kentucky now 9-2 all-time against the running Utes, and Kentucky really held about a 7-point lead most of the ball game and ended up winning by double figures. In the Syracuse Regional, we told you it's going to be Wisconsin taking on Carolina. The Badgers beat NC State tonight 65-56. First Elite Eight for Wisconsin since the year 2000. Orlando Tucker had 22. Michael Wilkinson added 16. So tomorrow, Elite Eight matchups look like this. In the Albuquerque Regional, 7th-seeded West Virginia, 4th-seeded Louisville at 4:40. Then the Chicago Regional, 3rd-seeded Arizona, top-seeded Illinois at 7:05. Then Sunday in Austin, Michigan State, the 5-seed, 2nd-seeded Kentucky, and the 6th-seeded Wisconsin Badgers taking on the Tar Heels, the top seed in Syracuse. Also, the Carolina women play tomorrow night, 11:30 Eastern Time, against ASU in the Sweet 16. Heels moving on by a point, and you're listening to Carolina Basketball.
Remember your last MRI? Can't forget, right? They say don't move, but how can you when you're stuck in this dark tunnel and you can't bend your arms and you're getting claustrophobic and your leg falls asleep and like a year later you can get up? Well, now there's a better choice. It's the new Open MRI at Rowan Regional Medical Park. It's state-of-the-art, comfortable, and roomy. I mean first-class roomy. Call 704-210-5000 or ask your doctor about the new Open MRI at Rowan Regional Medical Park. So, now you can relax.
Hi, this is Woody Durham. I know a little something about watching basketball, but when it comes to chicken and biscuits, Bojangles is the expert. Everyone knows Bojangles is the home of the original tailgate special. 8 pieces of Cajun spice chicken, 2 picnic-sized fixins, 4 made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuits, and a half-gallon of iced tea. Or if you've got a bigger crowd to feed, size up the super tailgate special. Bojangles open every day at 5:30 a.m., so drop by and get ready for some great Tar Heel basketball.
It's the most glorious time of year for college basketball, and Exxon On the Run wants to help you keep up with the Tar Heels as they make their way through the NCAA tournament. Get a free NCAA tournament bracket when you purchase a 44-ounce fountain drink in one of the 3 2005 NCAA Special Edition March Madness Cups. You can also take advantage of the Fast Break Special. Get a hot dog and a 44-ounce fountain drink for just $1.59. Fast, fresh, friendly. We're Exxon On the Run. While supplies last at participating Triad and Triangle Exxon On the Run locations. When it comes to group dental coverage, Delta Dental of North Carolina is the specialist. Delta Dental has been providing dental benefits to North Carolina employers and their employees for more than 30 years, with the largest network in the state, but with a local claims office and administration. Delta Dental offers flexible plan designs without confusing restrictions and exclusions, followed by unexcelled customer service. When it comes to group dental coverage, Delta Dental is the only name you need to know. Smile. You are covered by the experts.
Don't forget to watch Inside Carolina Basketball with Roy Williams, presented by Wachovia, every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on Fox Sports South and Sunday at 11 a.m. in the Triangle on WTVD ABC 11. Get highlights of today's game and special features on Carolina basketball.
There for a while, it looked like Good Friday was going to go in the books as Black Friday, with NC State losing, with Duke losing, and then with the Tar Heels on the ropes against Villanova. A furious comeback by the Tar Heels to come from 12 down to take the lead in the game by 10 points, and then a furious comeback by Villanova to make it a 1-point game, 67-66, the final score. And Woody, Jarrett, they always say you gotta survive one like this to make that nice deep tournament run. Maybe this will be the one for Carolina.
Felt like there was about 4 close games in there. There were so many, such a range of emotions throughout the game. But it was a wild game with a wild finish.
Jared, pretty good coaching decision on the last play to throw the ball, airmail it into the forecourt.
It was, and you think that the defense probably won't get a clean grasp at the basketball, and even if they do, it's a three-quarter court, full court type shot, Hail Mary type thing, and hopefully it's a situation where they don't get the ball at all. But that is a great coaching decision.
Well, the Rashad McCants story, I think, will be told some in this game as well, as when the Tar Heels had Raymond Felton out, he went out with 8.5 minutes to play, and the Tar Heels look like with Quentin Thomas in the game, Carolina was not going to be able to safely advance the ball up court. So then Melvin Scott comes in. Carolina, Woody, went on a remarkable 11-0 run, 9 of those 11 points were scored by McCants, either at the foul line or with a three-point shot.
Well, it was just a terrific effort, I think, by the Tar Heels in the second half, Mick. And, yeah, I think you used this at the beginning or sometime during the second half when Roy Williams talked about the toughness that would be needed in this game, and that's exactly what I think, Carolina showed. As we said, I'm sure that the Big East fans and particularly the Villanova fans are going to, look at that last call for a long time and dispute it, but apparently it shows on the monitor, according to certain people who saw it right after it happened, was that it was the right call by Tom O'Neill, even though there was some hesitation on his part in making it.
Here's how the individual scoring shakes out. 28 points for Randy Foye in the game. He was a real pain for the Tar Heels. He shot 5 of 12 from 3, 9 of 21 overall.
That's a career high for him, by the way.
18 points for Kyle Lowry. Lowry had 7 rebounds. For the Tar Heels, 4 in double figures. McCants with 17, 16 for Marvin Williams, 14 Sean May points, and Raymond Felton chipped in 11 points and 11 man-sized rebounds to help the Tar Heels win by 1 point. So now the Tar Heels will get to play Wisconsin, a 6th seed, for the opportunity to go to the Final Four. Let's take a short break, catch our breath, come back with more of the Coke post-game show from Syracuse, New York, next.
Time is no luxury for most family business owners, and this Federated Insurance marketing representative understands that better than anyone. She'll meet her client on her client's terms. And if that means a long drive through a pouring rain to fulfill a promise, then so be it. Federated will make the time every time. Federated Insurance, building our second 100 years of outworking the competition.
Your Federated agent in Raleigh is Chris Welch, and in Knightdale, see Kip Whitley.
Oh, I remember when Lloyd told me about BC arthritis powder.
We were fishing, and they start biting like crazy. I look over, and Don's laying down his pole. I knew something was wrong.
Yeah, the arthritis in my wrist and elbow acted up, and my fingers were hardly working.
So I gave him a BC Green from my tackle box. I knew the fish weren't going to wait for his pain to go away.
And the next thing I know, I'm back to cranking them in.
Now it's in his tackle box, too.
And that's no fish story, brother.
Go for the green. Arthritis Strength BC in the green box. Use as directed.
Woody, I'm feeling one of those gotta, wanna, needa, gotta have a Bojangles moments coming on. For their Cajun Spice Chicken, you know their 8-piece tailgate special with 8 pieces of chicken, 4 buttermilk biscuits, 2 large fixins, and a half gallon of Bojangles legendary iced tea. Let's go now.
Hey, slow down, Mick. Bojangles is open for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, so before or after the game, we can pick up a Bojangles 8-piece tailgate special.
And maybe we can also get one of their famous Bojangles Cajun filet biscuits, or sausage and egg biscuit, or country ham.
Gotta wanna need to get have a Bojangles.
Here's our vault.
Today, Tim and his class are on a field trip at a bank.
Is this where you keep all the fees?
Pardon?
Today, Tim is saying things as only kids say them.
My dad says you guys have a lot of fees.
Tomorrow, Tim's dad is going to switch to Wachovia for free checking that's really free. No monthly service fees, no minimum balances, no direct deposit requirements. Visit a Wachovia Financial Center or call 800-WACHOVIA. Personal accounts only. Wachovia Bank N.A., member FDIC.
Fans, Harris Teeter has everything you need for tournament time. Stop in your local Harris Teeter, use your Big Card for great savings on groceries, and cheer on your favorite team. Using your Harris Teeter Big Card when you plan a get-together for the big game is as easy as a layup. Harris Teeter is where Tar Heel fans shop for groceries.
Melvin Scott with 2 big free throws late. McCants made 1. The Tar Heels hold off Villanova 67-66. And let's go live now to the Carolina News Conference postgame.
Here for this kind of game.
Most definitely. Coach has been telling us all year that, all of our games are not going to be blowouts, and we have to, get prepared for, grind-out games where it's not going to be an 80-point game. It's going to be a 60-point game, and we have to find a way to win, and we did that tonight.
Over here on the side.
Sean, can you talk about survive and advance? Every national champion, or a lot of them, have a game like this where they win that they maybe should have lost or came close to losing. Just talk about that and surviving and advancing.
Like Coach said, Coach Robinson said it, just find a way. And when we got in the locker room,
First thing I said, it's all about survival. Survive and move on. And, of course, we would have liked to won by 20. Everybody played well. We knocked down a lot of shots, hold them to 20% from the field. But it wasn't pretty. It was ugly. They made shots. And, everyone's here for a reason, in the Sweet 16. And, it's all about, finding a way to win. And we did that, and we're moving on. And we're going to, break down film and find out the things we did wrong. But, we got a lot of positive to take from this because we're still playing.
Here in the aisle.
Sean, what happened on that last inbounds play? Did the ball just slip out of your hands, or did somebody not come back and meet it?
The very last play, or the one where he tipped it out? When he tipped it out, everybody was kind of just going back. And Marvin, I tried to throw it up. He's 6'9". I tried to throw it up, and Alan Ray made a good play to get his hands on the ball. But Jackie was on the opposite side. I thought it was too risky of a pass, and I was about to get a 5-second call. So luckily, it went in our favor.
Mike Waters with the Syracuse Post-Standard. Rashad, Coach Williams said that he wasn't sure whether it was a walk or not until he hears it from Bill Raftery. When you hear the whistle blow, what are you thinking?
I knew I didn't foul him, and I felt like, when he drove, he wasn't expecting anybody to be there. So I just wanted to make a defensive rotation without fouling and just make him be as surprised as possible. And he didn't know what to do, so, he traveled. I knew if it was going to be a foul call, that was going to be probably one of the, worst calls I've seen.
I did think it was travel at the point. I didn't wait for Billy to tell me. When he blew the whistle, there's no question, I was hoping that's what he was going to call, but I didn't know.
Okay, we'll let the student athletes go now. Thank you guys for coming in.
Thanks very much, guys.
McCants,
questions for
Felton,
Coach Williams?
And May all leaving now.
Coach, in no way am I trying to say that you could use this as an excuse because both teams had to go through it, but how hard is it to prepare for a game that starts after 10 o'clock?
Part of it you answered because we can't use that as an excuse because it was that way for both teams, but it was difficult. There's no question about it. Sitting in a hotel room, we came over and shot around. We had 2 meetings. Marvin said today at, I guess his pregame, maybe we should just play bingo. And that's exactly what he said because it was hard sitting around there. But I don't think it had anything to do with the way we played. I think that Villanova losing Sumter, I thought they were so enthused. They went small early. They were more aggressive to the loose balls. The first possession on the defensive end, we think we got it, and Raymond just sort of casually gets it like he's going down the end of the court, and their guy tips it, and it hits Raymond, and it went out of bounds. But I think they were more aggressive to it than we were, and I don't think you can count the time of the game as a reason for that. But I think Jay did a better job with his team today than I did with mine.
Right here in the middle.
Roy, how'd they slow you guys down?
They're a good basketball team. I've said, just like Rashad and these guys answered it, we would like to win 90 and 100s, but the other team has something to do with it. They're very good, and it's easy to see how they teams slow you down in some ways because they take a lot of time on the offensive end of the floor. And then they kept getting offensive rebounds. There were 3 different times where we played defense for about 30 seconds. They got a rebound. We played for about another 30 seconds. And you slow people down with the way you play on the offensive end. I've never in my life thought it was any great stat when the other team gave up few points if they control the ball on the offensive end of the floor. And they're good. I mean, they were 24-7, and they only had 1 game that didn't have a chance to win within the last minute of the game. They give scholarships too.
Here in the aisle.
They really do.
Roy, your thought process on inserting Quentin Thomas, pulling him out after the charge, and what you told Melvin Scott when he walked back to the.
Well, it's something I've told them all. It's not okay to turn the daggum basketball over. It's not okay to not get your daggum box outs. And one play is extremely important. And I'm not going to pick on Quentin or anything, but we practice not flying in there and running into people. And 1 possession, 1 turnover. I decided to go with the guy who had more experience, and that was Melvin.
Right here in front.
Coach, I just wonder if there's a point in the first half there where you got a flashback to like when guys like Qutino Mobley and Tyson Wheeler in past games had huge shooting nights, and these guys are doing the same.
Well, they did make a bunch of shots early, but then they started. I told the guys at halftime, I felt as fortunate as you can possibly be. we were really lucky. We were only down 4, I think it was, yeah. And I felt very fortunate to be that way. And but no, I didn't have any flashbacks. I got enough trouble remembering what happened this morning. What you're trying to do as a coach is just coach the crap out of each possession, and we were trying to do that. We tried to get into half. We had Raymond with 2 fouls, Marvin with 2 fouls, Sean with 2 fouls. We went zone 6 times. They scored 8 points out of it, so that was a great decision I made too. Didn't make many good ones.
I'm sorry. Last question for Coach Williams right here.
When it gets to the point where you realize it's going to be the game of attrition with fouls, how does that change the way you go about coaching?
Well, we did play more zone trying to protect some guys, because most of the time you don't foul. But Raymond's, his last 2 fouls were about as weird, and I'm not saying anything about the officials. They were just weird fouls. You don't expect that, but we did try to play some zone to try to keep some guys in the game a little bit longer. But still, I go back that one stretch in there where Raymond goes out and Rashad made a bunch of free throws. Marvin made a big 3 for us early in that possession or in that stretch. And what you do during that time period gave us the cushion. And then there was more of a panic after Raymond fouled out. When he went out the first time, there wasn't a sense of panic. There was a sense of calmness out there, I felt. But at the end, we're making cross-court passes 30 and 40 feet. And at that point, it wasn't as calm as I wanted it to be.
Coach, thank you.
Thanks very much.
Roy Williams post-game comments brought to you by Paul Long's National Gas Distributors. Your business can save money by logging on to www.gaspartners.com. Carolina survives. Carolina advances. 67-66 the final. Back with more from courtside after these messages. You're listening to Carolina basketball.
This year, you'll have an annual checkup. Even your car will get a checkup. What about your finances? Today at Wachovia, you can get a free financial checkup. A licensed financial specialist can show you ways to reduce fees, lower payments, and even save for college, retirement, and life's other major expenses. Come in for your free financial checkup at any Wachovia Financial Center. Wachovia Bank N.A. Member FDIC.
If you've been thinking about buying or leasing a new 2005 BMW, visit the fine folks at Flo BMW in Winston-Salem. Flo BMW has attractive lease and finance programs available through BMW Financial Services and all BMW 3, 5, and 7 Series vehicles. Every new BMW comes with a comprehensive maintenance program covering even the things that wear out over time, such as brake pads and wiper blades, for up to 4 years or 50,000 miles. The 2005 BMW is not only dependable, it's affordable. So visit Flo BMW on Peters Creek Parkway in Winston-Salem. You'll be glad you did.
Everyone knows it takes X's and O's to make a successful game plan for the Tar Heels. In banking, it takes a full range of services to make a successful bank. That's what you get at Southern Community Bank and Trust. All the financial services you need: banking, mortgage, investments, trust, insurance, and more. All with clear shots at your goal. Friendly people who want to open the way for you to have the best banking experience possible. Visit Southern Community's offices throughout the Piedmont Triad. You'll love the personal touch. Great bank, great people. Southern Community.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance.
In Greensboro, see the Kraft Insurance Group on North Church Street. And in Winston-Salem, the Phoenix Company on Westgate Center Drive.
Post-game report brought to you by Coca-Cola, making the game real. It was a wild one. Carolina wins it. 45 personal fouls called in this game. Foy, Nardi fouled out for Villanova. Raymond Felton fouled out for the Tar Heels. It would have been tough in overtime, Woody, to win this game without Raymond Felton. But fortunately, the Tar Heels won it in 40 minutes.
Mick, what I'm going to say right now, I don't want to be misinterpreted because somebody will say, well, Woody and Mick and Jared can all say this because Carolina won the game tonight. But that's not the intent of this. The intent is to acknowledge the terrific job that Jay Wright did this year at Villanova, because his season is over now at 24-8, and 7 of those 8 losses came by a combined total of 18 points. Jared, you're going to be a head coach someday. You do that kind of job, and you will coach a long time.
He did a fantastic job, and
you know, I tip my hat to the Carolina kids. I mean, they're 15 of 16 from the free throw line in the second half. I believe 5 of 8 from the three-point line. That's something Coach Williams said at halftime. He said, you know, let's be tough enough to make some shots. And it's not easy in this type of pressure-packed environment. And the guys did. They got to the free throw line, three-point line, and made shots, and that's not easy to do.
No two bigger ones than Melvin Scott, who turned a 2-point lead into a 4-point lead late in the game with 2. And you feel good for the senior to participate like that. Not only just his ball handling, helping to get the Tar Heels front court, although it was shaky at times with Villanova's right there defensively. But the Tar Heels executed. And so history will record this as a gut Carolina win. And Carolina moves on to play Wisconsin. Coach Hass, very briefly, what did you think of the Badgers when you watched them beat NC State today?
Well, they're tough mentally to be down early. And again, they had a low possession game with NC State. They're very disciplined. You know, I don't think they're a team that has a gazillion sets on the offensive end, but they run a motion offense, do a nice job, and they're tough kids.
I'll tell you, I was impressed by them because in the first half they were just kind of plodding along, and State seemed to be having its way with Wisconsin, and then suddenly things just completely turned around. State had held a 10-point lead in the final 70 seconds of the first half. Come back out, Wisconsin shoots better than 50%, I think, in the second half, and State has held about 30-some%, and it winds up being a Wisconsin victory by 9 points, 65-56. So it'll be the first time ever that Carolina has played Wisconsin in basketball.
Woody, do we know anything yet about air times? Any conclusive?
Should be on the air, I think, by about 1:30. We haven't gotten anything official, but I think the CBS plans are to tip this ball game off at about 2:30 or shortly thereafter on Sunday afternoon. It'll be the first of the 2 games on Sunday.
Coach Hass, I think, can confirm that 2:40 tip.
Yeah, I heard it on the loudspeaker during a timeout. So 2:40 is what they say is the tip time.
1:30 airtime, Tar Heel Sports Network Radio. Can't wait to meet you here then for that on Sunday. Now, a net break. We're back with more, and we'll let you hear Roy Williams' opening comments. That's the only thing of the post-game press conference that you've missed because we recorded that and we were in a commercial break. Roy Williams when we return next.
To fans in Carolina, basketball is more than just a game. It's a way of life, and they cherish it. Your Carolina Ford dealer feels the same about your business. We're constantly working to provide you with affordable new products that fit your lifestyle, like the 2005 Ford Freestyle, the 2005 500, and the newly designed 2005 Mustang. Nothing's finer than the next generation of Ford, built for the road ahead.
Welcome back to the show.
Hey, how about that call at last night's game?
What, you mean Dan from row 14?
Yeah, his team had just drained a 3 at the buzzer to win the game.
And you got to call your friends to rub it in, right?
But a review of the tape shows Dan never got through.
He dialed but could never gloat.
Clearly, he should have used Verizon Wireless.
Switch today and start connecting on America's best, most reliable wireless network, Verizon Wireless. It's the only wireless network tough enough to be the official wireless provider of your North Carolina Tar Heels. Hey, the Tar Heels rely on Verizon Wireless, shouldn't you?
Out of the way, everybody on the road. This car of yours is brand spanking sticker still on the window new. It's too good for this road. Too good for that parking lot. It's way too good for that cut-rate car insurance company of yours. Time to move up to a State Farm agent. Someone you can count on to help protect this dream machine. Who'll help you get the right coverage at the right price. Hey, in the van, you're getting a little close.
Life gets better. Shouldn't your car insurance company? Talk to a State Farm agent today. State Farm, providing insurance and financial services.
I'm Woody Durham with some great news. The Chapel Hill area is now home to a new luxury golf community, Chapel Ridge. Chapel Ridge has over 700 rolling acres, a Fred Couples Championship golf course, and resort-style amenities. Choose Ridgeview or golf course home sites. Select your builder and bill when you are ready. Chapel Ridge, close to everything you want, far from everything you don't. Call today, 866-495-4094. A blue-green golf community, exclusively presented by Jordan Lake Preserve Corporation.
Fans, call Domino's now for that perfect game time decision. A piping hot pizza from Domino's. Domino's is the preferred pizza of the Tar Heels.
Still to come, the Coach Play of the Game. We'll have Adam Lucas with his unique brand of analysis and commentary post-game. And Jared Hass, we'll get a quick final word from you before we let you go to catch the team bus. What do you think the rest of the night's going to be like tonight for the Tar Heels, tomorrow as Carolina tries to, get this sigh of relief, completely exhaled, and then start thinking about the Badgers?
Well, Coach always says they should enjoy a victory till midnight, but I'm not sure how that's going to work. I don't think he wants to enjoy this for 23 hours. So I think once the guys get to sleep tonight, the focus will go entirely to our next game. We'll probably let the guys sleep in a little bit longer tomorrow, have a nice, short, crisp practice, and get everything done to prepare for Wisconsin.
Will having played state help prepare for Wisconsin?
Oh, I think so. We've played a number of games this year where teams have, they've tried. I mean, basically every game we've played this year, teams don't want to run up and down with us the entire time. And so tempo's been an issue virtually every game this entire year.
All right. Good job. Good job coaching. Good job on the radio.
Have a good one. We'll do it again.
Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Call me if you want to get a workout in. That's Jared Hass on the Coke post-game report. And here now, the post-game comments of Roy Williams.
Well, it's needless to say, I feel as fortunate as we can possibly do, or feel as fortunate as we can possibly feel is a better way to put it. It was a hairy game there at the end. There's no question about that. On that play, Bill Raftery told me that he clearly did walk, so they always look like walks from our end when their players do it. But I can't say enough about our kids. Melvin being able to come in there and handle the point during that time period when Raymond was out, and Rashad and Marvin making free throws, Melvin making free throws for us. So it was one of those times that basically we talked about at halftime. Coach Robinson said, let's find a way, and that's basically what we did. It's late, so I'm going to shut up and let you ask questions quickly.
Thanks, Coach. We'll take questions for the student athletes first before Coach.
About that time is when we joined it. So you've now heard the Carolina post-game press conference. Post-game coaches' comments are brought to you by Paul Long and the folks at National Gas Distributors. Your business can save money and get the power in your hands. Just call NGD and see how they can help. The Coke play of the game and more coming up next with the final 67-66 Carolina. And you're listening to Carolina.